dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Facing. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's Mike.
My goodness, that song absolutely slaps. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to hang out today on this Thursday afternoon. Our first official stream in the ATR72. Welcome. United One Super. Thanks so much for the £2, man. Appreciate you. Z-Cap, I'm really liking these live streams. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for being here. Kane, good to see you. IKEA Biscuits, welcome. Almond, good to see you. Let's get some no floaties in chat for United One Super. United's never owned any 380s, have they? I don't think so, but awesome name. Thank you very much for support, dude. Appreciate you. Harry, what's up, man? Greg Elwell, welcome aboard. 10-year to MOBA, good to see you. Fly UK, Captain UK, good to see you. Flair, welcome. I got IKEA Biscuits, good to see you. Semper Buffo, been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Desmo, good to see you. Sandre, good to see you. Metro Gaming, welcome. Kane, good to see you. Rob Reed, good to see you. Silo, welcome. TSC 777, good to see you. Leonard Grant, welcome. Santa and Easter Bunny tracking. Hello, Scott. Good to see you. Skyflyer 320. Welcome. Greg Jackson. Good to see you. Jack Ballard. Welcome. Jason Iverson. Good to see you. John Swanson. Yeah, John Swanson. Good to see you, my friend. I don't know why I had such an issue reading your name. 49 Whiskey. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you, dude. Smoky Mountain Flight Simmer. Welcome aboard. Great name as well. AHS. Good to see you. Supersonic Jelly Bean. Been a while. Good to see you, man. I hope all is well. Welcome back. Alberto, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome aboard. Ryan Shanahan, good to see you again. Hammy, welcome. Cam G, good to see you. Tanush, welcome aboard. No Vatsim, not yet. Not yet. I'm still not entirely comfortable flying this airplane. Hoping by the end of the week, by weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe Sunday, Monday, we'll jump on Vatsim. Just need to familiarize myself a little bit more with the systems, with the way that things work, and then I should be comfortable jumping on Vatsim. So, yeah. Captain Kyle, did you know that there's a new game called Train Simulator World 3 released? It's a game where you drive trains around the US, the UK, and Germany, explore different stations, and guard trains. Yes. I've never really been into trains, don't tell Mopar, for some reason, but thank you for the heads up. Maybe one day we can jump in and take a look. Captain Dom, good to see you, man. Reggie, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Oscar, welcome. Hisham, good to see you. Captain Howdy, welcome. Greg Jackson, good to see you, man. London City. Yeah, we may get London City in maybe on Saturday. Maybe we can do some Logan Air ops. Logan Air flies from, where do they fly into London City? That'd be kind of fun. I got the Logan Air livery. I also want to go over to Greece. I want to do some Greece this weekend. Maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, we'll do some Greece as well. So, Flyboy, what's up, my man? Good to see you. If you need any helps or hips with the ATR, just ask. I've spent a lot of time practicing. I'm happy to help. Sounds good, man. We've been lucky enough to have a few pilots in chat, ATR pilots, over the last couple of, well, the last stream, essentially. My head hurt after the last stream, but I really think I kind of understand the airplane. I've done 2 practice flights since our Tuesday stream. So I did 1 flight Tuesday after stream, and then I did another flight last night when I got home from the farm. So feeling good, feel a little bit confident, so we'll see. Isle of Man and Dundee go to London City with Logan Air. Dundee. I think I have scenery for Dundee. Isn't there scenery for Dundee? I feel like there's an Orbeck scenery or something. I think I have Dundee. I know we have Isle of Man as well, so yeah. Unfortunately, VNAV is just not functional at all. I haven't really had that issue, man. VNAV seems to be working fine with me, serious. I've heard other people are having issues with it. I don't know if it has to do with, like, AirAx or I don't know, man. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't really been having issues. I did run into an issue last night where there are certain waypoints, or more importantly, certain VORs that will freeze the FMC. It happened to me last night. I was doing the practice flight into Belfast City from Edinburgh, and there's a waypoint that we have to skip over because it just literally freezes the FMC. So, do you know how to import a Simbri flight plan into the FMC? There isn't really a way to do it now. You can kind of trick it. You can download like this, I think it's the Aerosoft CRJ flight plan, and you can import it into the airplane. It kind of works, but it kind of doesn't work. I don't know. It does some weird things. So I'm going to say no. There is not any proper integration yet, but hopefully that is coming in the next little bit. VNAV has been working, but I've been having problems with LNAV. Interesting. I haven't had any problems with the LNAV, but we'll take a look here today. We'll see what's going on. Failed getting the ATR into hotel mode last night, but I know what I did wrong. There you go. All right. Just make sure you got the prop on, man. The stop prop, whatever the hell it's called. Gamer Socialite, thank you very much for the $4 donation, my friend. I appreciate you. Aerosim, welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for support, Gamer Socialite. I appreciate you. And we got Matthew O celebrating 45 months. Huge no floaties to you, Matthew. Thank you very much for supporting the streams as well, my friend. I appreciate you. That's extremely kind, man. Thank you. How good is the ATR and Microsoft Flight Simulator? Worth it? I mean, it's like $12 to $20. Depending on which version of the simulator you own, for $12, for $20, prop break, thank you. For $20, yes, I would say that this airplane is worth it. It's fun. It gets you from point A to point B. It's, for myself, at least it's a whole learning process. So, yeah. Aer Lingus Ops, is the ATR new? It is. Yes, Kyle, yes. And we are actually Emerald Airlines today. Call sign Gemstone. Rob, good to see you, man. 3 months. Huge no floaties to you, man. Says, love your live streams. Great info and entertainment. Rob, thank you for the kind words. And more importantly, thank you for being a member here on the channel, my friend. Truly do appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Gamer Socialite, thanks so much. Rob, thanks so much. And then, of course, Matthew, celebrating 45 months. Getting close to that 4-year mark. My man. 3 more months, dude. 3 more months. Hello, Captain. Need to try some TAP Express routes with the ATR Lisbon to Balbo, for example. Yep, don't worry, man. I promise you we will get to almost all of the routes that you guys want to see. I'm doing my best to try and kind of piece everything together. Like I said, this weekend I want to do London City. I also want to go fly in Greece. They operate this airplane in Greece, do some Greece island hopping. So there's a couple places that I want to go. There's a couple things that I want to get done. And then do not worry, man. We'll have... I mean, now that we own this airplane, we can spend weeks and weeks and weeks flying it. So, shows how much of a rip-off the Captain Sim is with the price of the ATR. I would agree. Yeah. I love how that there are people on Reddit, on the Microsoft Flight Simulator Reddit, that are comparing this airplane to what Captain Sim puts out. And I just can't help but shake my head, man. I mean, listen, as soon as... I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in an earlier stream as well, that I said, as soon as Asobo attached the professional series or the study series, whatever the hell they're calling it, onto this airplane, you just knew that those keyboard warriors would be sitting there and they'd be ready for the second this airplane drops. You have to remember as well, one thing that I don't necessarily agree with what Microsoft Flight Simulator does, very similar to the 310, there's no beta process, right? And if you're new to the flight sim world, or you're new to like gaming in general, the beta process, in my opinion, is one of the most is one of the most important phases in a development cycle for anything, especially when it comes to third-party airplanes, because as a developer, you can only put the airplane in so many scenarios, right? So many situations, so many scenarios, so many flights that you can plan. When you open up a beta and you allow streamers, not even streamers, just anybody to get access to the airplane. Let's say you plan on buying the airplane. Here's my $20 to buy the airplane. Now let me do beta testing for you, because what that will allow is that will allow a much wider audience of people to fly in situations and scenarios that the developer might not have been able to put it in, right? So for example, like last night, I'm having issues with this one VOR. The VOR, for whatever reason, I've heard there was other ones as well, but the VOR is freezing the FMC. Now, my bet is the developer and whoever was working on this project probably never took it to that VOR. And they probably have no clue that for some reason that VOR is causing the FMC to freeze. These are things that would have been found in a beta process and stuff like that, right? So I think beta processes are important. I would like to see Microsoft kind of move to more of like a beta before they release their projects, because now you've got a whole group of people that are upset that the airplane isn't working the way that it is intended and things aren't exactly yes. Dallin, thank you very much for 5 gifted members. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for your support. Guys, if you just got a gifted membership from Dallin, please make sure you say thank you in chat. That is extremely kind. Appreciate you, my friend. 5 gifted members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. People forget that they say expert level, not study level, which is what I like to study level because it doesn't need to happen, and they rip it apart. Well, no, exactly. Like, as soon as I saw it, I knew it would be. Nightbot should be here. Oh, no, he's not here. For some reason, he didn't join. Okay, Nightbot's coming. No problem. He's late for a shift today, Flyboy. It's Thursday. He thought it was Friday. Tunush, congratulations as well. Wait, Tunush got a gifted membership. There you go, man. Tunush, Delta, Tyson, Reg, and JR3000. There you go, guys. Make sure you say thank you, guys, to Dallin, gifting 5 members to the channel. Thanks so much, Dallin. Are you going to fly the ATR72 at some point? Yep, I'm sure we will, man. Yep. So people are flying the Airsoft 330 as it has just entered beta. There you go. Very cool. Very, very cool. Captain Sim is horrible, but in P3D was good. Yeah, so what happened with Captain Sim in... so in P3D, FSX, good developer because he actually had a group of people developing the projects, right? Since the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator, the main developers, so the people who do the systems, the people who do, you know, the major things that have to be done with an airplane, they have since left Captain Sim, and that's exactly why you have this, whatever Captain Sim is putting out now. So, anyways, let's jump inside the aircraft. We're still sitting cold and dark. We got to get the airplane ready to go here. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long with the ATR. We've got our passengers on. We're boarding our cargo now. So let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. First flight into Edinburgh for the day today, chat. We are scheduled for 56 minutes of flight time up at flight level 210, 21,000 feet. Cool. That's the highest we've taken this airplane. So let's do it. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. First thing is first. Let's go to the overhead. We're going to get our battery switched to the on position. Beautiful. The aircraft will come to life. We'll give it a second here. We'll go ahead and get our external power to the on positions. Beautiful. I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to turn you off. Good. And there we go. We've got our external power on. We can do a couple more flows here. Beacon lights off. We've got our nav light and our logo light. Good. We'll arm our emergency exits. No smoking to the on position. We'll get our oxygen crew supply on. And that's about it. We'll just leave that blank up there for now. Let's come down here. I'm going to get some brightness up here on these guys so we can see what we're doing. Beautiful, good, great, awesome. Cool. Let's spend some time down here on the FMC. First things first, we'll go to our NIT ref. We're going to go to our pause in it. We're going to go to our GPS position. We will set that. Good. We'll go to sensors in it. Turns green. Go to the return page. Go to weights. I like to do my weights immediately from the FMC. So 0 fuel weight today, 18.2. 18,200. Oop, nope, that's too much. There we go. 18.2. Fuel on board for this flight, 1673. 1673. We'll throw that in there. Beautiful, nice little tailwind for this flight. So that's why we don't have a lot of fuel on board. You can see our takeoff CG and our trim values have been entered here as well. Beautiful. We can go to the return tab. Now we can go to flight plan in it. Now we can go to route and we can start plugging in some information here. So sitting on the ground in Dublin, EIDW, we are going to be departing on 10 left today. I thought about going over to 10 right, but I figured we might as well use the new runway, right? And we're going over to EGPH, which of course is Edinburgh. up in Scotland, I think. We'll throw that in there. Our call sign today, Emerald, EAI. EAI, we'll execute that. Good. EAI, what was our numbers? 58A. 58 Echo Hotel. Good. Cool. We'll throw, wait, what did I do? Menu. Here. In it. Flight plan in it. Wait, no. Perf in it? Maybe it is the flight plan page, but I obviously didn't put this in here, so that's a little bit weird. Okay. In it, it's not going to be pause in it. No, it's going to be flight plan in it, but we've already got it, so I guess we're fine. Ah, there we go. I can put it in here. Cool. And then throw that in there. Good. There's our call sign. Not even really that it matters, but wonderful. Cool. Let's go to our flight plan page. Let's plug in some information here. So we are planning a departure out of 10 left. We are going to be on the Roti 1 Tango departure. So we'll find that on the list, Roti 1 Tango. There it is there. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and execute that. Good. There's our waypoints. Wonderful. From Rotev, we're jumping on an airway. Now, airways basically break the airplane right now as well. Again, kind of like a little thing that I was saying, you know, beta testing probably would have figured out that airways are breaking things. So we're just going to enter in the waypoints of the airway. So it's going to be the first waypoint is Gotna. Now, takes a little bit of extra time to do this, but it's really not the end of the world, to be honest with you. Blacka is our second one. Good. And then it's over to Tunzo. I mean, that's the airway right there. Literally 2 waypoints, Gotna and Blacka. And then we're going over to Tunzo. Plug in Tunzo. Tunso. Tunzo. Good. And then from Tunzo, we're going to jump on our arrival. We're going to be on the Tuns 1 Echo. Pardon me. So go to next page, EGPH. We're going to go for the ILS runway 6, I believe. I think the, yeah, I think the things are, Jesus Christ. Find something better to do with your life, man. Like, holy fuck. Imagine going onto a flight sim stream and putting that type of garbage in here, man. EGPH. Get a fucking life, dude. Is this plane on Xbox? And what is the price? It is on Xbox, and I think the price is, again, between $12 and $20. Depends on where you are. Depends on what version of the simulator you own. Windsor 060 at 5. Beautiful. So we'll go 060 at 5. So we're going to plan for ILS runway 6. We're going to be on the Tuns 1 Echo arrival. Yes, good. I'm not going to use TLA as our transition. And we'll go ahead and execute that. Good. Let's go to our next page. We'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities, which we don't. It should take us from, Tunzo to TLA to Tartan, and then from there we go on, and then you can obviously have a look-see at this here. Tunzo, TLA, Tartan, and then from Tartan we're going to go radar vectors down and in for runway 6. Beautiful. Cool. That's all good to me. I'm happy with that. I'm going to actually go to approach. I'm going to plug in the ILS 06 just so that we have that. Cool. We can come over here. We can put you on. We can hide you. And there we go. We're going to take 10 left for departure as well. Cool. FMC is set. Everything's good over there. Let's come over here now. We can go ahead and close the main door. I think the cargo's done as well. I don't know what he's doing out there. I think he's done. Yeah, okay, he's done. I was going to say he's kind of just sitting there. I think boarding has been complete. Yes, boarding is complete. Good. All right, let's go to the overhead. Let's start working on some things, shall we? Let's get the hydro pumps on. Let's get these guys on. We got to get our DC gens on. We can go ahead and get our windshield heat on. We're going to leave the probes heat off for now. I have a new view so that we can kind of do these real quickly. We can kind of scroll through things here. So let's do our final cockpit preparations. That's all done. Parking brake is set. Altimeters, we'll set that now. 1008, good. Landing elevation checked. FMC, comm, and nav set. Fuel quantity and fuel on board 1670. That's set. Engine fuel used reset. So we'll do that now. Come down here. We'll hit the perf tab. We'll come down here. We'll go to reset fuel used. Good. Memo panel good, and power management is in the takeoff position. Final cockpit preparations are done. Before propeller rotation, CDLs, we'll close all those right now. So doors, tail prop, wheel chocks, everything is, well, we'll leave the wheel chocks on until we remove the ground power. So that's good. We can continue through that checklist. Good. FMC and takeoff data has been set and confirmed. I just need to put you over here to that. Good. Trim, all 3 axes have not been set. I'll set that over here. We'll go to payload and I'll set trim here. You can just set it here and that'll set it for all 3 that you need it for. And then we can confirm that up here with up 1.1. Good, that has all been set. Tail prop is on board. Doors are all closed. Seatbelt signs are on and our beacon light is on as well. That will be the before propeller rotation checklist. Good. Next one will be the normal procedures, and it will be before taxi, so we'll get that open as well. All right, chat. Now, this airplane does not have an APU if you're new, if you're just tuning in. So there's a couple things that you need to do. First things first, you need to get your engine number 2 fuel pump on. Then you need to get the start switch to start A and B. Then you're going to make sure that the prop brake says ready in green, and you're going to turn it on. Good. From there, you're going to go ahead and start engine number 2. Hit the start switch. You get the on button. Then come down here, you should see an NH percentage, basically N2. Once it reaches 10%, you can introduce fuel to engine number 2. Now, what will happen is... Why is this view so zoomed in? What the fuck? Why are these views so... Hello? Okay, maybe I was just... It didn't... That was weird, okay. It kept my scrolled in. So what you're going to see is engine number 2 is actually going to start, but the prop isn't going to spin, meaning that we have essentially APU power to the airplane. And, well, not APU. We don't have an APU, but we do have power to the airplane because we've spooled up engine number 2. So, once we come in here and we can confirm that everything is stabilized, all these numbers are looking good, everything is stable there, happy with that, we can go ahead and we can go upstairs and we can make sure that we remove the external power. You'll see the faults for the gen go offline because that means that we do have gen power on generator number 2, so that's good. We can then come over here, we can go to the aircraft, we can remove the wheel chocks, we can remove the ground power. Now, I messed up.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
So, we're going to... here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Hold on. Just for my sake, we're just going to get the ground power out again. We're going to turn off engine number... We're going to turn it off, because otherwise getting a pushback is just an absolute nightmare. I completely forgot that you need to request your pushback. So what you need to do is you need to go to GSX, prepare for pushback and departure, Aer Lingus, yes, and then now they're going to let us know that we're ready to go. There she is. Now you can start spooling up the engine. So bring this all the way back to start A and B, and then go ahead and hit the start switch again. And again, come down here, look for 10%.
Hello, Captain. We are ready.
As soon as we reach 10%, you can introduce fuel. There you go. Good. Done. Yes. Use reverse thrust for pushback. I mean, you could. That would be extra old school. We're not going to do that, though. Somebody sent me a mod that turns the cockpit gray. I've heard that the cockpit is more gray than blue. I need to put that mod in. I've heard a couple people mention it as well, that it's really good. So, yeah, we'll do that. Can't the ATR push back on its own? I don't think so. I mean, you could probably reverse yourself out, but could have just used pushback shift P. So when I tried to do that the other day, I lost all nose wheel steering. I couldn't turn the airplane. So I think there's like a conflicting issue between GSX and the default pushback, because when I was using Shift P, again, it was locking up my nose gear. So yeah, it's blue IRL. Okay, people have been saying that they use the gray one because the gray one is more real world or something. I don't know. Is the ATR easy to learn? It's different. Kevin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. It's very different. If you're used to turboprops, it might be easy to understand, but yeah. Okay, now that we've got a good start, we can go ahead and once again remove the APUs, the GPUs. We're going to go tail left, yes. We're going to release the ground power unit, so now we are completely sitting on engine number 2 is basically our APU right now. So we'll go ahead and slip this to crank A, and we'll go ahead and release the park brake. Beautiful. She is commencing the push. Does the weather radar work? I heard mixed things about it. I know it's early in taxi. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the weather radar works. I can turn it on now and we can have a look, but I don't know. It should work because it's not using any like APIs or anything. It's just native to Microsoft Flight Sim, so it should work, but I don't know. Maverick dropping the $10 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for your support, dude. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you. That is extremely kind, my man. All right, so with that, we can go upstairs. We can go engine pump number 2 on, and we can go ahead and spool up engine number 1. Start. Good. Once again, looking down here for 10%. As soon as we reach 10%, we can introduce fuel to feather. Good. And this one actually spins. And there's a bug right now. You can see it leaves the remove before flight. You should probably remove that before flight, chat. Yes, absolutely. I saw that on a couple other streams yesterday. Did you switch off NWS before pushback? Sure. Ultra realism. And I think this is a bug with the livery, to be honest with you, because I've noticed that it's only doing it on liveries, ones with liveries. It's weird. Would you say this is as good as the Q400? I don't know if I'd go that far. Q400 is my baby, though, too.
Let's go. Happy Thursday, big no floaties to you.
Thanks so much, Matt. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you. Extremely kind, my man. Thanks so much, dude. All right, we should have 2 good engines. So if we come down here to before taxi, FWS will recycle. That's right down here, the RCL recycle. We'll hit that once. Good. Cockpit comm hatch is closed. Good. CL levers 1 and 2 in auto. So we're just going to wait for that. We'll wait for the gear dude to say goodbye. What we can do now is we can go ahead and remove the brake, the prop brake. So we can go ahead and remove that. We'll put that to the off position. We'll close the guard. Good. And then we'll get both engines spinning. The Q400 is the go to the turboprops. Yes. Now, that being said, I think I enjoy flying this one more. Hand flying this airplane, it feels incredible. They've done, in my opinion, an incredible job with this airplane as far as how it handles. Hand flying it is amazing, man. Yeah. Is GSX working? You just have to download the profile, Harold. Go over to flightsim.to. Somebody made a profile for the ATR. Throw it in almost the same place that you throw your profiles for the airports. It's just one folder back. Instead of airplanes, it's the you put it in airplanes instead of airports. Yeah. Would you say this is more or less in depth than something like the fly-by-wire? I would say it's probably right up there with it, maybe a little bit more, but right up there with it. I definitely they're both pretty great in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's done. We can go ahead and move both engine 1 and engine 2 to the auto position. Good. Anti-ice as required. True. On and checked. We'll go upstairs. True. On. Oh, wait. I think I have to wait for engines to be completely spooled up. And we need them to stabilize. They should stabilize around 71%. Would you say that this is study level? Again, I really hate that term. Is it high fidelity? Yes. Can you essentially teach yourself ATR systems through this project? Yes. But the rest is really up to you, man. You know? All right, true is on. Good. Anti-skid test performed. Flaps 15 degrees. Nose wheel steering is on, and we'll check that. Nose wheel steering on with the guard. Good. And before taxi checklist is complete, just run through that again. Bill, 4 months. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you very, very much for supporting the streams, man. Appreciate you. Okay, cool. Park brake goes off. Brakes are working. Taxi and takeoff lights and brakes. Taxi takeoff. Brakes are working. FCP, GCP, and FMA. Flying offline today, so we're just going to bug up 21,000 feet, which is where we're going to. RyDog, what's up, man? Appreciate you, dude. Welcome aboard. Hope you're having a great Thursday, man. All right, 21,000 feet bugged up and set here on this guy. I wish we could do this by thousands. There has to be a way to make this go by thousands. All right, 21,000 is set. Good. We're going to go with heading mode 100. Reg, take care, man. All right, 100 is set, so we'll go heading, nav. So what you do is you see heading select, LNAV, and then you want to do IAS, which is IAS hold. The airplane will climb via the targeted speed. That's done. And then we need to bump this back over to perf, and we need to do confirm takeoff data. Takeoff data has been confirmed. And then we do our takeoff config inhibit with the green, no issues. We are good to go, chat. Wonderful. Checklist complete. We'll do our before takeoff checklist. Good. We'll release the park brakes, and we'll get ourselves over to runway 10 left for departure today. So we're going to go out Kilo. Link 7 to Kilo, and then November Mike all the way down. Good. How is the FS a realistic profile? Is it worth having the app open for the plane? Yeah, of course. FS Realistic adds so much, man. Yeah. Any good charts available for little to no price? Yeah. You can go on... sorry, I'm drawing a blank. ChartFox. ChartFox is really good for free charts. ChartFox is awesome. All right, sweet. Here was link 7 to Kilo. Make a right turn here onto Kilo. Has the Airways issue been fixed? I saw if you don't enter it manually using it available Airways list instead, it should work properly. Yeah, I've been entering them manually, not using the list, and like just entering the waypoints, and everything's been fine. It is still broken. I don't think there's been an update for the airplane yet. Most likely, you're probably not going to see an update for at least a week or two if I was a betting man. Microsoft is not very fast at patching the airplanes and stuff like that, so yeah. When is World Update 13 going to be released? I don't know how you expect me to know that, Owen. I'm sorry, man, but yeah, that's information you'll probably have to go over to like the Microsoft forums or the Microsoft website to kind of figure out, man. I have no clue, dude. Bill, thanks so much, man. Celebrating 4 months. Just hope you're doing well, Cap, but enjoying the ATR. Definitely something nice to hold me over until the Aerosoft 330. Definitely agree, man. And huge no flows to you as well, Bill, coming in with a $10 donation. Appreciate you, Bill. Thank you very, very much for support, man. That's extremely kind, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is World Update 13. Oh, well, there you go.
Did you happen to catch the podcast that Blue and XP did with Aerosoft? The avionics thing they're doing is genius, making it like the WTG 1000 so it has to read a profile and is set up for the plane.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to the Aerosoft 330. I really hope they can nail the VNAV aspect of things. It is an Airbus. I think it's extremely important that we have like some type of managed mode, you know? So, yeah, exciting times, man. This is bringing back so many memories, flying this aircraft to visit my family in the UK. Man, it's such a beauty, dude. It is such a beauty. Like, look at this airplane. Gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, we need to make a slight left turn here, crossing runway 16. The Oceania World Update is amazing. Yeah, we'll have to go do some flying in like Bora Bora and stuff. Give it a good shakedown. Planes 01, if you could go and throw that in the Discord, man, that would be awesome. I'm just not going to remember that's the flight that you've suggested. Mohammed, thanks so much, man, with the 29 rupees. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Thank you very, very much for your support, my friend. I appreciate you. Thanks, dude. Also remember the windy weather of Cork, the landing and storm of this aircraft, scariest flight. Nice. Yeah, that'd be fun. Cork is a challenge, man. I'd like to actually go back to Cork. The Bora Bora handcrafted is quite a beautiful airport. Yeah, because Gaia Simulation is doing all the handcrafted stuff for them now. So, absolutely. No sim brief integration right now. No. Keenan, what's up, man? But to be fair, like, guys, listen, I can understand if we were flying like a long-haul airplane where sim brief integration would be needed. Our flight plan consists of a departure, 2 waypoints, and an arrival. Most flights that you're doing in this airplane don't really require you to have sim brief integration, right?
Thanks
like, I totally
for
understand what
answering
you're
our
saying.
questions. Much appreciated.
No worries, Syntax. Doing my best, man. Doing my best, dude. But, like, you understand, like, I've heard a lot of people getting upset that there's not sim brief integration. If I'm being honest with you, this really isn't one of those airplanes that requires sim brief integration. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't need it. It is one of those that it's... Your flight plans are usually so short that a sim brief integration, in my opinion, is kind of just a waste of resources in a sense. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that, you know, it wouldn't be nice to have, but I just don't think it's really necessarily needed in an airplane like this. Sure, tapping one button, yeah, sure, convenience, nice, you know, but again, your flight plans are so short, you really essentially shouldn't need it, you know? It's nice to have, but not a deal breaker. I would agree. Yes, I would agree. Did you see all the YouTube video series for this plane that Microsoft released yesterday? For this one, I mean, there's a ton of people creating content for it. Yeah, for sure. Nice to have with this plane. It would be more of a gimmick than a necessity. I agree. Yeah. You aren't uplinking flight plans in a regional bird. I mean, it's just not needed, right? You're not flying, you know, 900 nautical mile flights, 1,500 nautical mile flights where, yeah, I would agree with you, there's 30 waypoints, you know what I mean? For the most point, you're done setting up your flight plan within 5 minutes or less, you know? Can you turn on the weather radar? We will once we get to the runway, Syntax. We will, man. Yeah. We can start actually going through some of our so takeoff briefing has been checked. You guys know what we're doing. We're departing on 10 left. We'll go ahead and release the gust lock. Good. Flight controls. Do a quick check. Left, right, down, up. Everything looks good to me. Cool. What else do we got here? TCAS good. Airflow normal. Cabin crew advised. Engine bleed is on. All your bleed systems are up here, chat, if you're ever wondering. So everything looks good there. Oh, we need to get those guys on. Good thing I checked that. Oh, pardon me. This thing likes to just kind of go everywhere on you. Good. Cool. So let's get all the lights on. Landing lights, strobe lights, wing lights, lit up like a Christmas tree. Yes, we are. Beautiful. And then you guys want the... You guys want me to turn on the weather radar. And I'll turn the max gain. Max gain. There we go. All right, cool. Having a quick little look here. What is our departure? Departure is straight out and then a left turn. So there we have it. Straight out, left turn. I don't know why it's got... Hold on a second. I think it doesn't have the right star. Flight plan. 10 left. What's the other one that we can do? The roadie to Quebec. Let's see that one. Is that one better? Yeah, that makes way more sense. The to Quebec, because then we're actually flying out and then a left turn. Okay, let's do that, chat, and then nothing changes in there. So we're all good. Cool. You're in manage mode. 115 is set and checked. Good. I do have my track IR on, so that's going to help me just make sure that we're good here. Track IR so I can look down and set my throttles and not kill us. Cool. Joystick cam's going on. Sounds are going up. Enjoy the departure, friends. I'll catch y'all on the other side. Let's get it, shall we? Chrono is set. Good. Down. Let's go. Engines. Detent. Thank you. Takeoff power. Set. A little bit of nose down pressure. Airspeed's alive. Ooh, crosswind like crazy. 80 knots. Into the wind. V1. Rotate. Nice. Pause brake. Gear up. crosswind. Weather here today, chat. Not very nice. Alright, we're in LNAV, we're in climb mode. Sorry, we're not in climb mode yet. Taxi and takeoffs can go out. Alright, there's 1,500 feet. Let's go to climb. Climb power's in. Bring the nose down slightly. We're going to aim for about 170 knots. Let's go flaps clean. Trim. Love how that sounds like a Pac-Man game. So good, dude. So good. Does the ATR have an auto throttle? No, you don't really need it, man. You don't need auto throttle in turboprops. Especially big turboprops. You don't need an auto throttle. Alright. And we're coming up on 3,000 feet. God Emperor, autopilot, back up into the flight deck. Sounds are coming down. Hey, chat, I'm telling you, we are becoming professionals at this airplane. Professionals. Weather looks crazy today. But there we go. Us climbing out of Ireland, Dublin, on our way up to Edinburgh. Beautiful flight. Thanks for the Chart Fox suggestion. This is really up level in my sim experience. Thanks, man. I wish more streamers gave suggestions as good as you. They do, man. Trust me. Trust me, dude. Flight sim streamers are here to help, man. We are here to help. It's all about asking the right questions, right? And asking the questions in the right time. You know, you have to remember, like, a lot of flight sim streamers, we're flying an airplane. We're also reading chat. We're trying to do everything all single pilot, right? Like, it's difficult, man. It's not an easy feat, right? Especially to do things properly. So, yeah. Wing light can come off. We'll leave our seatbelts on. Obviously, this is some pretty gnarly weather. After take... Can I go back? Can I go back? I thought there was a back. Oh, there is. Okay. After takeoff checklist. Landing gear up. Flaps are clean. Power management's to climb. Engine bleeds are on. Taxi and takeoff lights are out. Altimeters are set and checked. Should be, what are we coming through? 4,500 feet? I think that's what the altimeter is, right? What's altimeter? Transition altitude, 5,000 feet. So we'll go standard barrel at 5,000. Coming up on 5,000 now. Check your starter switches. They should be off. Are they not off? Oh, my bad. Yes, you're correct. They should be. My apologies. I thought I did that. All right, and here comes 5,000 feet. We'll go ahead and standard barometric pressure. Click that guy in. Good. There she goes. Sweet. Cool. Is there actually the trim on the aircraft? Yeah, there's trim in. It's an automatic trim, right? There's no, like, trim wheel per se, but there is trim, yeah, of course. Almost all airplanes are going to have some type of trim, right? Love the quirkiness of this plane. It's very different. Very different, man. Yeah, very different. Vesley gifting 5 members to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, Vest. Thank you very, very much for support, my friend. I appreciate you. That is extremely kind. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Vest gifting 5 members to the channel. And if you are lucky enough to get a membership to the channel, please make sure you thank Vesley in chat. Thank you very much, Vest. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That view right there, chat. Gorgeous. The ATR is an amazing plane, but a little slow. Yep. all turboprops are, man. Q400 is the exact same. Like the Q400, you'll usually reach around 230 knots on cruise. Like it's, yeah. Not a fat. Turboprops really aren't fast, man. Especially turboprops of this size. They're not very fast. Cap, go to the nav page and press PFD on, and it's amazing. Go to the nav page. PFD. What do you mean? PFD systems on? Whoa. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool for like low visibility and stuff like that. It's kind of cool though. I didn't know that it had that, to be honest with you. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I live on a flight path, BHS Airport, EGBB, and we've got ETRs all the time. Very cool. Very, very cool. Diego, thanks so much, man, for your $3 donation. I don't know if it came in, but... Where are the engine bleeds? Bottom right. Engine bleed 1, engine bleed 2 packs. Everything's pretty much auto, man. You really don't have to mess with it. It's pretty much in the auto, you know? Like, as long as you leave it in auto, you'll see that the aircraft stays nice. Make sure that your oxygen supply is on. Other than that, you're pretty much good to go. Is the ETR worth it at this price? Yes. Yeah. All right, Diego, let me replay that.
Captain, I don't usually agree on many things with FD2S regarding MSFS, but he has a point. Yesterday the power cut off during the landing and the plane was still flying. Even during the flare the plane was starting to rise. Asobo should work on an update.
Yeah, I can agree that the... Now, here's the thing, and I think this is kind of what we've been... The airplane is very tail heavy, but I think that they've modeled it a little bit too extreme. I would agree with you. I don't know why it's showing an airplane here at 20... Is that our original flight path that it thinks we're supposed to be at 21,000? Anyways. Yeah, I can agree that I definitely think that there's something a little bit weird with the way the nose acts. The tail is far too heavy. You can see like the nose just wants to lift up before you even get to like V1. The airplane is trying to take off. It was very similar to the CRJ. Reminds me of when the CRJ first released. It was very similar. When the CRJ, Aerosoft CRJ, you'd be down the runway, and before V1, the nose was starting to skip up and bounce off the ground and something like that. So, yeah, hopefully that gets addressed. I would agree with you. Hopefully things like that get addressed. That would be most important. I do agree. Yeah. People need to stop blaming Asobo for anything to do with the ETR. It's a Microsoft Hans Hartmann plane. Yes. Evening Cap just joined. Yes, Aer Lingus to finish up at home. Nice. Yes. Did you release the cabin crew? We just hit 10,000 feet. So landing lights are off. We're not going to... Actually, we're making a slight right turn. Probably deviate around this weather, but with the weather being the way that it is right now, I think we're going to keep seatbelts on, at least till we get up and above. Yeah. Remember cooking Asobo when they announced this plane? Glad it came out well and it wasn't at the expense of fixing the sim. Yeah. Yeah. Can you show me how to get the click spots from the EFB to show people you're advancing the checklist? Yeah, so if you come down here to the EFB and you go to options, you can go display click spots help, and it'll actually show you all the click spots. So you can, like, for example, like if you look at right here, you can actually make this go bigger and... Oops, didn't mean to do that. How do I do that now? Format, probably back. Plus, back. Well, I'm close to it. I'm finding it somewhere. Okay, how do we do this? We'll go ND, and then so you can... So what is it? Up and down. No, that doesn't seem to work. ND... Oh, it's because it's all the way down. Okay, so this is up, and then all the way down is down. Yeah, so there's click spots everywhere, and you can go to the click spot help, and it'll show you how to get everything ready. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool, to be honest with you. And then that's what I'm doing here. So up, down, validate, and then it's got it into like 4 different things. So when you're looking at the screen, it would be down, up, down, up, down, up, and then accept would be at the bottom. So yeah. And they show you where they all are. So I would maybe suggest taking a screenshot of this and keeping it up, like when you're flying and something like that, just because it shows you exactly how to and where to put all these. Somebody taught me this the other day. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Hey Gap, is this your first flight to Edinburgh in the ATR? Yes, we've flown into Edinburgh many, many, many times. But this is our first one in the ATR, correct. Yes, yes, we got a top of descent, so we'll see how that works out, but... Oops, see, now... Wonder how I'm... Okay, that's how. So it's top left if I ever do that. You gonna do some Azul ops? Yes, yes. When we're back in North and South America, yes, absolutely. We will do some Azul. Is anyone doing an Embraer for Microsoft? Yeah. There's an Embraer available right now. It's not very good. It's in development. Yeah. It won't let you chat in general chat. What do I do? For the disc, man, you're having a ton of... You just gotta read, dude. Go to the acceptance page, read it. You need to pass through the Timmy checker. There's instructions, man. When you join the Discord, I know it sucks. I know. You actually have to read something, but... It's a Discord, man. We're trying to keep trolls and that type of stuff out of the Discord. So all you have to do is just read the section about what to do. You have to check. You should have got a DM from one of the bots, and you need to confirm with the bot. So check your DMs. You should have got a bot message when you joined the channel. You need to confirm with him, and then you should be able to chat in all the channels. It's very simple, man. Just follow the instructions, dude. We really could not have made it any easier. I get it. Yeah, you got to read some things, but yeah. It definitely is, Mo. Yeah. I was one of those suckers who bought the early access E-Jets. It's fine. There's things that are cool and things that just make you scratch your head. I suggest the CRJ until it progresses further. Yeah, like I said, dude, I'm rooting for them. I don't agree with what they did. I don't agree with the way that they released the airplane. I don't agree with this whole early access, pay to fly an early access airplane. I don't know. I think it's such a gimmick, man. It's just a way for these guys to just keep ordering pizza at night instead of actually working on an airplane, but that's just me, man. That's my opinion. It asked you for a credit card. No, it would never ask you for a credit card. In case no one's told you, the Irish flights, we usually go to 1, 1A, 1B. I have Flight Radar 24. So this was a real world flight. And it looks like they went to, you are correct, 1 Alpha. Yeah. 1 Alpha is where the real world flight went. So that is most likely where we're going to be going. Yeah. How do you get the Metar command into Nightbot? That's something you'll have to ask Dan, or you can just Google it. It's probably pretty easy, Theme Park Studios. Dan set all that up for me, so honestly, I don't want to tell you there's a way to do it, and then I, completely botch that, so, yeah. On the arrival, is it Tunzo above Tunzo at 17,000. So probably have to put that in here. I don't think it's going to be in here. Where's Tunzo? Previous Tunzo. No, it's got Tunzo at 17,000. Interesting. Because it's not giving me, like, our top of descent is not giving us top of descent until way after Tunzo. But obviously that's not the case. If we need to be at 17,000 feet at Tunzo, definitely not. Or is that like for like turbojets? No, that's for everything. 17,000 at Tunzo, 250 knots at TLA, and 7,000 at Tartan. Does it have 7,000 at Tartan? It's got Tartan for 7,000. So these are all in there. I'm wondering why it's not respecting those. Weird. Maybe that plus 20. No, that's when we should reach top of climb. So when you see the circle and then the altitude, that's like your top of climb. And then if you look at here, it is giving us a top of descent. Like I said, it's got the top of descent right here, but it's well after Tunzo. Do you know what I mean? It's not factoring in that there's a 17,000 foot restriction at Tunzo. It's weird. Very weird. Any good EGLL scenery which isn't default? London Heathrow? Yeah, any builds. Any builds London Heathrow, man. It's fantastic. What hardware are you using with the ATR? My Thrustmaster pendular yoke system. Look at that, chat. I mean, sheesh. That is sexy. What a beautiful airplane, man. Any builds Los Angeles laggy? No, but if you are having issues, try turning off some of the add-on things that you can do. Turn off modeled interiors, turn off people, turn off ground clutter, turn off all that if you're having issues with lag. It gives you the option in the downloader, when you're downloading it, gives you the option to turn off certain things. Is it mandatory to hit Tunzo at 17,000? Apparently on the charts, yes. Tunzo 17,000. Because I see what you're saying. If it wasn't a mandatory, if it was like at or above 1.7, that would make sense. Hello, bud. My computer is completely effed up through a driver update. Had to reset the entire system, but now won't switch on with user error service. Roll back your NVIDIA driver, Mark. I've heard the most recent NVIDIA driver is causing issues. Roll back your NVIDIA driver. If you're not sure how to do that, you'll have to Google how to roll back NVIDIA drivers. But I've heard the two most recent NVIDIA drivers are having issues. Do you agree with the flight controls and panels on the ATR have very fine and clean look? Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah. I mean, I'm running my sim at high end, and I think it looks good. I don't really have any issues with it. Yeah. Chad, I think we're going to stop at 19,000. Because there's no point in going up to, 21,000 feet if we just have to go ahead and start our descent. You know what I mean? So we'll just put in 19,000. I like how it does that. Yeah. So now it's got 19,000 in the nav profile. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why it doesn't want to do that. Still saying 35 minutes for top of descent. It's weird. Weird. That's fine. We'll just descend it to make sure that we're at Tunzo for 17,000. We only need to descend 2,000 feet, so it should be perfectly fine. Flip you to cruise now. Good. Extended for the A220? Yeah. Absolutely, man. For sure. Nabil, I can see your messages. Yep. Weird question, since we're going to be the same morning flight, since I have to be there 4 hours before. I have to be there around 2 a.m. for my customs because it's my first morning flight. No, you don't need to be there 4 hours before, man. I don't even think... I'm pretty sure Toronto customs don't open up till 4 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m. So Yeah, I would say 2 hours before your flight would be fine. So if our flight's at 8 a.m., you probably want to be there at 6 a.m. Yeah. I'll try that. Cheers. Just not get a remote engineer out first to see if we get to the switch, then install everything again. Yeah, just try and roll back your NVIDIA driver. I know that's been causing a lot of issues for others. Yeah. For some reason, the airplane is still slowly climbing. Go vertical speed. It's weird. Like 100 feet above. Any word on the Q400? Nah, man, it's going to be a little bit for that. Asked about sensitivity settings for this plane 3 times. Oh, sorry, man. My bad, dude. Sensitivity settings. I'm running everything default, like the same way that I run the 737 by PMDG. So I've got, I think, a 1% dead zone on the pitch, and then 65% reactivity. 65% reactivity. It's weird. It's holding like... It literally wants to hold like 200 feet above. Not quite sure why. I'll put in 18.8. And then that should hold 19,000. It's weird. The vertical mode is set incorrectly. What do you mean? It should be alt cell, correct? Or pitch hold? Pitch hold 19, is that why? How do you navigate Dublin? With charts. See, it's still climbing though. See, it's saying Alt star, but we're at 19.1. It's doing weird things. That's why I had it in the vertical speed mode. Because it seems to be like, wants to go to like 19,200. Change power management, it's in cruise. Looks like it's using a different baro. Yeah, it looks like it's not using standard baro. I would agree with that exactly. Because if I press B, or hold on, we go here, B. Huh. So maybe it doesn't, there's something wrong with standard baro then. You actually just need to set it to 299 or 1013. And now it seems to be descending back. Interesting. So don't use standard baro. I guess you just want to use 299 or 2 and 1013. That's what I'm understanding. That's what I'm understanding. B, yeah, B. I've used B forever. Yeah. I'm not a real pilot, but any thoughts of getting a PPL? Maybe one day, dude. I have to remember medicine. I can't necessarily get a pilot's license while I smoke marijuana medically. So, yeah. You had the same issue earlier. Yeah, I guess you just don't set baro, I guess, for now. Yours did this earlier. Wondered if it was something to do with the weight. Wouldn't stop when I wanted to reach that altitude. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I think for now, just don't use the standard baro. Like, don't use the button, the little standard baro button. Just set 299 or 2 when you're going through your transition altitude. Because if you look now, we're holding 19,000 like we should. With no issues, so. Yeah. Alright, Tunzo is in, oh wait, okay, we gotta start our descent. We need to be at 17, well not, I guess not yet. We'll start it soon, because at 17,000, we need to be at 17,000 feet for Tunzo. Press it now to see what happens. B, it sets 299 or 2, because we're above 18,000. And it probably thinks that above 18,000. It's a QNH bug. It's a known issue. Okay. what? Press it now and see what happens. What, this barrel? Standard. Now it's regular. Doesn't seem to be moving. Play mini golf. Shouldn't your speed be higher? That's really as quick as we can go. We're in managed mode. I think it's pretty common. This is probably about as fast as the plane goes. So it's not a standard bug. It's the autopilot is using altimeter 2 or 3. Yeah, but I've been using B the whole time, Les. That's what I'm saying. I never have I once come down here and set the altimeter through this. I always set the altimeter pressing B. So even beforehand, this was different. So I've been pressing B the whole time. So it can't be the bug. It can't just be a bug because it's using 2 and 3. You know what I mean? I have yet set using this one. Like I didn't, even when we were on the ground, I didn't just set this. I pressed B so that all of them were synced, because in the checklist, before takeoff checklist or before rotation checklist or whatever it is, it says to program all of the altimeters. So, I don't know. I think it is a standard bug. I think maybe because we've now put it standard and then back, so yeah. If you press standard on the way up, well, I hit B. I hit B, and then that puts it to 2992.1013, but it doesn't put it in standard mode, and then I hit standard after I pressed B. So they all should have been in standard mode no matter what. I think it's a bug, like somebody said above. It's a known bug on the forums. It's a known issue. Trinidad and Tobago has short hops, 20 hops with beautiful views. Yes, definitely need to do that. You plan on doing any Finnair ops? Yes, we'll do lots. We'll get them all done. We will get them all done, I promise you. Okay, we need to go down to 17,000 now. Flight level 170. We're going to go vertical speed, and we're going to send at about, I don't know, 1,000 feet per minute. Should be good. Do a little bit less, 800 feet per minute. You planning on doing any Finnair? Sorry, I got that one. Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hecap, how's the new world update for Microsoft? Haven't got time to download it. Everything seems to be well. I haven't really flown in it either yet. I haven't really flown anywhere that the new updates have been out yet. So, yeah. Had the exact same issue earlier today and couldn't get out of standard and out of it at all for either side. Huh. Weird. Usually you should be able to, but... You guys are buffering? Does Australia have ATR ops? I think, yeah. Qantas. Doesn't Qantas fly, chat? Qantas flies the Q4, or the ETR. Would you say that this is study level? I hate that term, Kai, to be honest with you, man. Is it high fidelity? Yeah. I mean, is the system depth there? Yeah. I love that it's got the checklist and everything kind of plugged in here. Yeah. All of that is there. So, yeah. For me, $20 is a ton of money, and I almost feel like I wasted it because of all the bugs with the aircraft. Maybe it's still too early to know, though. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, that's a valid point, dude. I don't think there's any really groundbreaking bugs. I think the airplane is still very flyable. There are definitely some bugs, and if you were here at the beginning of the stream, I kind of mentioned that I feel that because this was like a Microsoft product, there was really no beta stage. And I feel that beta stage is super important because it allows a lot of developers to kind of, to iron out some things that are going on. So, we are 7 miles from Tunzo, and we are currently at 17,000 feet. We did good, chat. We did good. I think this should switch to alt hold, right? Or alt whatever, altitude hold. It's basically like growing pains. We have to deal with the prices. It's great to fly something different. Yeah, I would agree. Regardless if it's a bug, I think that ATR package is problem second best value in the entire sim. Yeah, it's great value. I would agree. It is great value. There's Alt Star, good. All right, now we can start going over some of the arrival stuff here, chat. So we're going to be on the ILS runway 6, 108.9. We're going to come down here. We're going to go to our RMS. We're going to go to nav. 108.9 is our nav frequency. Our minimums today, scrolling down here, are going to be 200 once again. So we'll set 200 in here. Precision height. What are the flights at the weekend? I think we're going to do London City on Saturday. And then I think we're going to go down to Greece for Sunday, Monday. I think that's the plan. Now, things obviously may change, but I think I want to do Logan Air into London City on Saturday, and then we will do... See, it's done it again. Now that we have standard set, it's done it again. Look, it's holding 17.1. It's not going back down to 17,000. So if I hit 299 the airplane is slowly starting to descend again. See, but it's not. It's using... Yeah, it's definitely bugged up. It's using 1009 at 17,000 feet because it thinks transition altitude's 18,000 feet. And I don't think there's anywhere, other than the avionics mode, it should know that it's not 18,000 feet. I don't think there's anywhere to set that, where the transition altitude. I don't think there's a way to set transition altitude. Unless it's in here and I just missed it. No. Wouldn't fly on VATSIM with that altimeter bug. Yeah, you'd probably be getting yelled at by controllers. Probably be like, hey, why are you at this altitude and not this altitude? Yeah, that would make probably the most sense. Would you say you mastered the ATR? No. Cap Aer Lingus are doing new destinations from Dublin on Tuesday to Koch and Greek islands. Very cool. Air Corsica, is that who's flying down in Greece? I'm not sure. Plan on flying in Norway with the ATR, Scandinavian Ops, and DAT Ops? Sure, yeah. Yeah, I think next week we're going to do some silver ops into the Caribbean, and then some Caribbean ops and stuff like that. So it's in the McDo. Where is it in the McDo? Performance? Ah, right here. Damn. There we go, chat. Thank you. Transition altitude coming in was 6,000 feet. Good eye, chat. Okay, now let's test. No, it's still... It's still trying to... Still thinking that the altimeter is 1009. Now, hold on. We'll do a true test. We'll go 299 or 2, and then I'll put it into vertical speed. Well, it's an alt green. Yeah, and then to pitch hold, looks like it's bringing it down slowly to 17,000. So yeah, it's definitely that. Funny you should say that. I just made a DAT livery for the 42 and I'm in the process of releasing it. Very cool, Rasmus. Awesome. Yeah, honestly, man, when it comes down to like what airplane you want to fly and what airplane you're going to fly, at this point I think you just take whatever job is available, right? That's what I think is the best option for sure. It's still holding 17.1. It's not really following it correctly. Is it possible to set weights in the EFB? You can, but you have to use the weight and balance, or what you do is I would go down here and I'd set it in here. So if you go to your perf init, you go to your weights, and then you set your weights here. 0 fuel weight, fuel on board, and then it gives you your gross weight. And all of this information will then be put over here. and then it gives you like your center of gravity, your takeoff trim, and you can set everything from here. So yeah, that's how that kind of works. Clay, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. I'm really excited for the next flight. We're going into Belfast City, not Belfast, Belfast City for the very first time. Excited about that one. I think we have a restriction at 7,000 feet for Tartan. Tartan is about... we can start descending now. Tartan, we'll bring this down. 7,000 feet. Good, and we'll start our descent. We'll go about 1,000 feet per minute. Should be good. We'll bring our speed up. Do you have any camera settings for the ATR? I do. They're up on my Discord, Sólríkt. Yes, in the views and info section. Hey, Cap, not flying on a network today? Not yet. I'm very new to this airplane, like completely new to this airplane. So I'm just giving myself a little bit more time to familiarize myself with it. I'm also looking for like any like major bugs or anything like that, right? So, yeah. Just looking to... we'll probably, by the end of the weekend, I think we'll probably be back on. Where would you place this one between other airliners in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Not as good as the PMDG or the Phoenix. On par with probably the fly-by-wire CRJ700, like that type of stuff. Much better than Captain Sim, BreeDoc, and all that other garbage that's available. So I would say right in the middle. I definitely don't think, like, I don't think this holds... I definitely think the Phoenix and the PMDG are far better options. Now, double, triple the price, right? But that being said, I would put this right around like the middle. I think it's really fun to fly. I think there's enough systems and there's enough there to keep people entertained. There's a few bugs. I think it'll get better with time, obviously. Once we kind of squash all the bugs and we get everything kind of figured out, I think we'll be fine. I think it's a viable option. I think it's really fun to fly. The biggest thing for me is the way that it hand flies. It flies incredibly, man. Once you get it, oh shit. Once you get it trimmed out nicely, that was me, sorry, I kicked the rudder pedal. Once you get it trimmed out properly and you get it flying, it's just beautiful, man. Yeah, it's really a lot of fun to fly. A lot of fun to fly. Did I just break something? You're bummed Milviz canceled their ATR. I mean, yes and no. I think Milviz, like, obviously they can't compete with this price point, right? And I think Milviz was going to take a lot longer to develop theirs as well. So if everybody's... Now, that being said, I do agree with you. There probably was room to make a good ATR, like a fully functional... You know, there's probably really good room to do it. I don't know why they would decide to do that as well. All right, let's do our descent checklist. Recycled is set. Landing elevation is set. FMS nav perf data, we've already set that. We've got our frequencies, we've got everything set up there. Decision height, we've got plugged in as well, 200. Arrival briefing, we're planning for the ILS runway 6. You guys know the deal here. And then we'll go to, oops, I don't know why it's asking me to do that. We'll go to our normal procedures, and approach checklist will be next. Yeah. Other than that, we're looking good. How do you check if the trims are at 0? They would say here. Okay. Descending nicely. It almost feels like there's like airplane's like tipping over though. I don't know if it's because of the wind, the 19 knot wind. Ever since I hit the rudder, it's been acting weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just doing that because of the wind. Airways don't broke the plane. You don't write, you have to select. Okay, I'm not sure if I understand, Andrea. We can try after this one. That's already confirmed that they're doing 3 models of TBM, even though the sim has one. They're doing the 2 PC-12s, and through Canado has one. Milva's probably a long way off. This wasn't out. Yeah, well, listen, Milviz is also, like, how many projects has Milviz canceled? I mean, the amount of projects that they're more known for canceled projects than they are for actually completing projects. So it doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest with you. It really doesn't surprise me. Yes, certain airways break it. They break the airplane. Will we ever do private flights instead of airlines? Probably not, Jeff. No. We will do a few of them, but nothing substantial, man. You'll probably never see me, like, you know, do it for weeks on end. Easy out for Milviz that they don't have to put on themselves. Yes, exactly. Left rudder trim would help. Just got here. I don't know what's up. Yeah, I kicked the rudder pedal and I think I did something. The airplane's behaving weird. I don't know if it like... You can see like we're not level. And it doesn't seem to be fixing itself no matter what I do. Is there a way to like set this? Hopefully when it makes its next turn we'll be good. Looks like it's leveling itself a little bit better now. Maybe disconnect the autopilot and reconnect it. For a little ride there. Hopefully when it makes this left turn we should be good. Pull the power back a little bit. We're through 10,000 feet as well. We will go landing lights and our wing lights. It was raining down here earlier. It still looks like it's raining a little bit. Might be a cloudy approach. It'd be fun to do some Alaska remote flying. I don't think they fly this up in Alaska, do they? I could be wrong. But I don't know. Clouds Man's incredible. Yes, they are. I agree. I think that was Andrea saying for airways, select the waypoint button without entering the airway. It brings up a menu of airways. Really? I didn't notice that last time. How do you feel about the ATR so far? I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Yeah. Quite a bit. I'm not sure, Captain Ray, to be honest with you. I don't really think it's needed, man. We were speaking about that earlier, Captain Ray. Most of the time, your flight plan is so short that you really don't need, sim brief integration, right? Seatbelts, landing lights, altimeters, and, well, we didn't do our altimeters yet. And cabin altitude, that's checked. That's fine. So we'll wait for altimeters. It was 6,000 feet. There's 7,000 at Tartan. We are 7 out from Tartan. 1,000. Keenan, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Davis, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. We recommend Cap Orbex Split, Orbex Innsbruck. I have the Premium Deluxe Innsbruck. Split's real nice, man. I'd get Split then. If you already have the Deluxe Innsbruck, it's Innsbruck, right? Orbex's one is slightly better, but it's not if you've already got like a handcrafted, I would get Split. Split is awesome, dude. That's a really cool approach into there as well. You can import your sim briefs. Yes, you can, Craig. It's a little bit broken-ish, a little bit, but you can. See, the airplane's still doing weird things, man. It's still tilting down to like the ground. It's got like slight right aileron up. It's weird. No ATC. No, we're not flying. We're not flying on ATC today. No VATSIM today. All right, 7,000 at Tartan, and you can see we're making a big left turn. We need to be above 4,000, so that'll be the next descent. Will be 4,000. These clouds are a little bit gnarly. Max, €10. Thanks so much, Max. I appreciate you, my friend. That's extremely kind. Huge no floaties, sir. Thank you very, very much. And of course, a huge no floaties to Keenan for coming back up into business class. Appreciate both you guys. Thank you very, very much.
Hello everyone, welcome aboard this regional flight today. I'm CPT Canada and I'm from Canada. This landing will be a butter, so make sure you strap your seatbelts and brace for impacts. Love you, CPT.
She'll be a butter. Got landing rate monitor up for you. Huge no floaties, man. Thanks so much, dude, for support. Appreciate you, dude. Looks like a small cargo line, Empire Airlines, flies the ATR on Fairbanks to Anchorage flights. There we go. Cool. Took the ATR into Queenstown. What an approach. Yes, that we will do that as well. Yeah, we will definitely be doing that. I don't know about if we'll get into it this week, but that is definitely on the menu as well. Is using vertical sweep for the standard thing to do? It can, yes. Yeah, you can. We're actually going down to 4,000 feet now. At about 1,000 feet per minute. It's weird because now we have our VNAV path, which we don't really need. Skyflyer, thanks so much, man, for the 14 months. Is looking forward to some Logan Air ops in the future. Yes, sir. I think we're going to do Logan Air on Saturday. Logan Air on Saturday, and I think we're going to Greece on Sunday. Monday to Greece. Maybe Sunday to Greece, maybe Monday to New Zealand. I don't know. We'll see, man. There's so many places we need to fly this now. Yeah. Do you descend in idle or like halfway down a notch? Yeah, usually down. Depends, man. Like, once my speed gets to like 230, 240, I usually just try and maintain it through the pitch, right? That's what I like about the throttles, man. There is no auto throttle, but it's pretty easy to manipulate the throttles and get them to a point that you want them to, you know? All right, coming up 6,000 feet. If I hit B, 2985 is our altimeter. And we can confirm that through chat. Corsica flight with Air Corsica. Yep. Definitely need some ATR hops in the Maldives. That would be fun as well. Hey, guys, we should do Emerald Airlines, Donegal, EIDL. The scenery of the airport is beautiful there. I'm sure we will. Yeah. Grease it in Greece? Yes. All right, so I don't like that crazy turn onto final there, so I'm just going to extend our... Just going to... Slight left turn, we'll extend it. Again, I wish there was like scroll... I wish you could scroll faster than like what you can do. It literally takes 30 seconds to scroll the heading to do a 180. What are we on right now? I want to go on like a 45 angle from that. So we're at 284. So 45 degrees would be like 240. We'll do that. But we'll do that when we're a little bit closer. We're still about 10 miles off from that, so. We can also shallow our descent to like 500 feet per minute. Q400 versus ATR. They're both great. I still think the Q400's the GOAT. But yeah. All right. Approach phase speed activated on the FMC, you can see our speed now. Target is 170 knots, which will allow us to put flaps 1 and gear out. Just in time for landing. Wish I had my appetizer and I had some pulled pork street tacos. Very cool. It sounds delicious. I'm getting hungry as well. I am getting hungry, my friend. But we've got to land this airplane first. The ATR72. Yeah, we haven't flown the 42 yet either, so. Captain, if you change from AMD coming up from Intel, how do you delete the drivers that would be installed on your Intel motherboard? Or it doesn't matter if the SSD, if you have the drivers. No, there's a way to delete all those things. I'm not quite sure exactly how, but there's a way to delete them. All right, let's go into heading mode. Good. And then from there, we can switch our nav source to ILS. Good. And then we'll have our profiles. And then we only need to do is we need our course, which is 061. And we need to set that now. 061. Good. Alrighty. Cool. And just going to wait for us to get like a dot or two above glide slope, and then I'll turn us back around. Zohair, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Heading tip, if you can push the heading button and swing it to your current position. Ah, you're right, Chris. Yes, you can sync up. So you're saying sync your heading and then turn it whatever direction. 5 head play. I like it. Yep, I'll remember that for next time. Thank you. Definitely agree with that. I didn't want to do that. My bad. All right. We're going with our approach checklist. Seatbelts, landing lights, altimeters, and cabin altitude is all checked. Good. And before landing checklist will be the next one. Let's go ahead and swing ourselves around. We're going to go all the way around for a nice intercept heading here. Runway 060, so give us like a 025 or 030 turn. There we go, 030. Who's the flight attendant for this flight? I have no clue. Now you can import SimBrief plane with SimBrief downloader and the ATR in SimBrief downloader such as CRJ and change the directory. Yes. Although it doesn't necessarily work all that well, you can. Yeah. Good serum is always bug up the altitude. AP drops out GPS you're heading and it'll be on the same course. Yes, you should always. Yeah, I agree with you, Les. I should always have that. I'm going to arm approach. Localizers captured. It's a beautiful turn. If you would compare with the FlyJ Sim, the FlyJ Sim is going to be better. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's bring our speed down now so that we can go flaps 1 when we get glide slope. So there's 170, that's good. We'll keep our speed right around there. Good. Awesome animation with those wind turbines down there. Yes. Beautiful. There's so many of them over here as well. Whole farm over here. It's crazy. All right, we're about to hit glide slope, so let's go flaps 15 degrees. I'm going to try and keep like 170, 160, you know. About to capture glide slope. There's glide slope. Now I'll pull the power back. And again, we'll try and keep like 165, 170 in for now. You do that little air horn up here? What do you mean? How do you load the ATR? I see the payload tab, but I can't seem to be able to set it. So Silo, set it in the FMC. Go to menu. Go to init, and then go to wait. and then set it here, 0 fuel weight and fuel on board. And then once that's set, that will actually send it over here, and these numbers will go green. And then you'll also get a center of gravity and a takeoff trim, which you can set here as well. And that will set all the trims around. That's the easiest way that I've found to do it. Yeah, easiest way. Alrighty, friends. Landing checklist. Cabin crew, good. We're just going to wait for gear and flaps now. Speed looks great. Again, you really want to kind of monitor your speed with this. I've found that if you have your speed around 180, it's quite difficult to slow down. It really does not like to slow down. And I think you need to be 170 or less to throw out gear. So, yeah, you want that. That horn that you used on the ground yesterday while trying to do something was like on the top of the flight panel, just to see if it's curious. Yeah, which one was that? Oh, the mechanic. The mechanic horn. Blast the poor mechanic on the ground. All right. 2,000 feet, 1,900 feet now. Let's go gear down. Take off IDAN power. Yes, that's part of the landing checklist. Do not you worry, my friend. Landing gears down. Flaps. We'll set those in a second. Power management to take off. And that gives us much less torque on the engines, so the speed can come back. And then we can go flaps full. Landing flaps, good. And then we bring our speed all the way back down to final approach speed. And power management to take off. TLU load speed check. We're just going to leave it in auto. Icing, AOA, and lights and external lights. Landing checklist. Before landing checklist complete. After this, we'll have our after landing checklist. Beautiful. We'll go upstairs. We'll just confirm that all of the lights are on, which they are. Cabin advised. We can give them the little ding. Good. Cabin's advised. They know we're ready to go. I'm going to hand fly, chat. Like I said, I love hand flying this thing. It flies so nice that we're going to hand fly it, shall we? So, my airplane. Beautiful. And we'll get a little bit of practice hand flying all the way up from here. Weather's not the best, but it's nice enough to fly visual from here, so I like it. Speed's coming back. I believe we were looking for perf in it. Nope, perf, what was it? 110. Essentially on the speed, 110. I'm going to kill flight directors for now. And a little bit low on the slope. We'll bring the nose up. Back to 2 white, 2 red. Speed looks great right now. I think we're at like 112 knots. Beautiful. Looking good. Slight quartering crosswind. Should be no issue to deal with. We're going to be vacating to the right.
$500.
500. Sounds rough, chat. Enjoy the landing, guys. Oakland scenery just came out. Who did it, though? Someone actually reputable, hopefully. Oakland's a nice little airport to have. I think they fly
Decision height.
the FedEx. Just your average day in the British Isles, yeah. I'm telling you, man, the way this thing
Decision height
flies,
200.
it is just beautiful.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
goddamn professionals. Nose down, reversers are out. 60 knots, reversers are stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down. Sheesh. Man, oh man. I told you, chat, we're going to be ATR professionals, man. Told you, chat. Give me like a week or two of flying this airplane. We're going to be goddamn ATR professionals. It slows down way too fast. Yeah, I do agree that when you put reversers out, this thing is just woof. Yeah. How did you map reverse thrust? I literally have it the same as on... I'm running the same profile for my 737. So it should work if you're running like the same profile. Yeah. Whew, what a landing, chat. I'm telling you, man, this is... And I seriously mean this. I think this is one of the most like hand-flying, rewardingly... What's the word that I'm looking for? It's so rewarding to hand fly this airplane. That's a little bit better. It feels incredible. It flies so nice. And especially when you find that perfect trim value, you get landings like that where just a nice minimal gradual flare as you're coming into the runway. Fly it right into the ground. Man, oh man, chat. That was sex. Radars are off. Flight controls... Actually, hold on. Radars are now off. Flight control gust lock is coming in. Flaps are clean. Trims are all reset. Good. Give me a sec. I gotta pop open GSX. We're going to Alpha... I don't know if it'll let us, to be honest with you. Maybe gates? Parking? We'll go 1A. No. And we'll go Swissport. Good. Okay, continue our checklist. Trim's good. Landing and strobe lights. Landing and strobes off. Probe heat off and true is off. Upstairs, probe heat off and true is off. Good. And that's good. We can feather engine number 1 now. Feather engine 1. Good. And our parking stand should be right over here. 1 Alpha. Not too far. This is 1. We want 1 Alpha, which is this guy here. And we're doing a turnaround today, chat. We're going to see how this airplane flies in a turnaround. We have not done a turnaround yet, so we're not taking a break. We're not restarting the sim. We're actually going to take it in a turnaround. So we'll see how that goes. Should be real interesting. We get a dance today? No, we definitely don't get a dance. We don't have a person here. I find when you put engine number 1 into, makes coming into the gates here real easy too to park it. Doesn't constantly want to like jerk you forward and go. Alrighty, there we go. Park brake on. Upstairs. I need the prop brake. I'm not quite sure what I have to do to get the prop brake. I think you have to feather engine 2 to get prop brake. So feather and then fuel shut off at least 2 minutes. We'll pretend that's probably been about 2 minutes. So fuel shut off on you. Good. Let's go ahead and do our parking checklist. Parking brake is on. Taxi and takeoff lights are out. Strobe should be out as well. Good. CL2 to feather. Feather on engine number 2. Okay. Beacon light goes off. Prop brake is ready, so we can go prop brake on. Then we'll get beacon light off. XPDR, good. Tail prop in position. Tail prop in position. Seatbelts off. Seatbelts off. And you're off. Off, 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 off. That looks good. Fault on that, of course. That's all good. And then what we can do is we can come in here. We can get the ground power out. We can go back upstairs. Get the ground power on. And then we can go ahead and shut down engine number 2. That is exactly how it would be done in the real world, I'm pretty sure, at least from my understanding. And procedures are complete. And that's it. So now we can go to GSX. We can go ahead and request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Good. Cancel out those guys. And then we can come down here, open up our cargo door, open up our main door, get our wheel chocks in. And there you have it. That is, at least the way that I've learned it, and I've been taught it here over the last couple days, that's exactly how you want to get the airplane. And now the airplane is essentially in a turnaround state.
Passengers
and we're
deboarding starting.
basically ready to go. The passengers are going to be deboarding here. I think they're going to be walking into the terminal in a second. Wonderful. Great. I think we did that pretty well, chat. See, I told you, man, we're going to be professionals, chat. We got this. You and I together. Not only me, I will lead you to the ATR professional land, I think. From what I've seen, turnaround kills this bird. Well, we'll find out. Igor, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. See, Igor's here. Igor, did we do that good? Feather 2 and wait for the light prop to break. Yep, exactly what we did. We got it, man. We got it. Turnaround didn't work for me. The V-speeds went all glitchy. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how she goes. First flight in the book, chat. Successful flight. What do you guys rate that one? As my virtual passengers, what are we rating that flight? I'd say it was a good one. I'm giving myself a B+. Maybe even an A-. Let's go B+. Let's be modest here, chat. A little bit of modesty goes a long way. B+. B+ on that one. There's always room for improvement. That's what I like to say. Second leg. We are going from Edinburgh to Belfast City. Let me get a new flight plan here for you guys going. Bear with me. Passengers are deboarding the aircraft. There we go. Walking into the terminal. Why are these ones called EAG now? What's the difference, chat? EAI and EAG. EAG airline. What's this? This is Emerald. Weird. Okay. Why do they go with an EAG call sign? That's weird. I've never noticed that before. Is that because they're operated? That's not even their call signs. It's really weird. It's giving me like weird numbers now. Huh. Should be EAI 59 Bravo Alpha. And where did you park? Let me see you. You're an ATR. So there's like pressure washing outside. Do you guys hear that? I wonder if my microphone's picking that up. There's like pressure washing right out front of the house. EAG is the UK version. Okay, cool. Got you. Thank you, Igor. All right. That's done. That's done. That's done. We are going from EGPH to EGAC. We are going to be in the ATR72-600 by Hans Hartmann. And we're looking for 67 passengers. Chat, almost a full airplane. That's good. We'll generate that. Good. Let me go ahead and import our new flight plan over here on the game PC, stream PC, sorry. AT76. Good. I'll update that for you guys now. Wonderful. Cool. And we are looking for... I guess we can start kind of configuring some things, right? So let's jump inside the aircraft here once again. Let's come down here. First things first, we're going to go to our menu. We're going to go to the FMS. We're going to go to flight plan init. We're going to go to route. And we're going to throw in our new call sign. So EAI 59 Bravo Alpha. Good. We'll throw that into there. Good. We're going from EGPH over to EGAC. EGAC. All right. We'll throw that into there. Execute that. Good. Let's go to our let's go to our perf, and then we can do our perf in it, and we'll go to weights. We can throw in our new weights here. So 0 fuel weight, once again, 18.2. That's good. We'll throw that into there. Fuel for this leg, 1462. Good. We'll throw that in there. Takeoff CG -1. That's probably not correct. Is this what you guys were saying that gets a little bit messed up? Doesn't seem right, but payload, is it because the payload's gone? I don't know. Yeah, that is more normal. So we're going to set that 26.9. I don't know why. Can you set that 26.9? We'll even let you set that? Nah, yeah, that's bugged out. Hopefully that doesn't give us an issue, but I think I know what you mean now, what it was doing. We're going to go off these numbers, 26.9 1.1, because that's actually correct. Okay, so let's go to... No, I don't need all these. God damn it. I didn't mean to do this. Sorry, chat. You know what? Let's just go through all of this so we can clear all this right now. Good. Parking, yeah, we've got that. That's all good. That's good. Thank you. All right. We're going to go normal procedures. We're going to go get this one done. Yes. And then normal procedures, final cockpit prep. Okay, good. I think the passengers are all deboarded. Yep. I think we're just waiting for the baggage loaders now to do their part. That's set. That's good. Now we go to our flight plan. Now we can kind of figure some stuff out. So EGPH, we're going to be departing on runway 6. We are going to be on the TLA 6 Delta departure. No. Do not deboard the crew. I'm going to go reload sim brief. So knows what we're doing now. I'm actually going to restart the Kutal script. We'll just do that. That'll be a lot easier. Oh, looks like they're coming up anyways. Okay. No problem. They're going to deboard now. Okay, that's good. I'm set. I'm happy with that. Let's go to next page. Good. From TLA, we're going direct to an airway. Now, how are you guys... So, oh, this is how I have to select it. So I don't put it in, I actually select it. So we want P600, although I don't think it's going to give it to me, to be honest with you, because we need another waypoint, and that other waypoint is what breaks the simulator. Like if I put in the next waypoint, it's called Tango Romeo November. If I put in Tango Romeo November, it's going to freeze the FMC. I did it like 5 times last night just to try and make sure I wasn't doing anything wrong. So we have to skip that waypoint. So unfortunately, we're still going to have to enter it in. But that's how you guys are doing it. So how we were doing it, we were putting the airway in, and that's why it was screwing it up, Chad. So what you need to do is you just need to click the airway, and then you can enter your airways, and then you select it. So that's what we were doing wrong last time. So we should be able to enter airways. Now I see what somebody was saying earlier. I was doing it wrong. That makes sense. Okay, so from, we're just going to skip that waypoint. So we're going to go to Gerva. That is the next waypoint in the airway. Gerva to Tunzo. We were on Tunzo earlier, so that's good. Tunzo. Good. From Tunzo, we'll go to Blacka, and then we're going to go direct to the next waypoint on the flight plan, which is Maggie with 2 E's. All right, and then from Maggie, we jump on the arrival. So we go EGAC. We can have a look-see at the weather. Hey Cap, could you put a link for the livery of the ATR? Go to just go to flightsim.to, man. All the liveries are up there. Go to flightsim.to and search ATR72. They're all up there, and then sort by newest. EGAC, let's go ahead and plug this in. See what the winds are doing here. I think we're doing an ILS-22, but I'm not sure. We'll find out. Winds are 160 at 7, so we're definitely doing the ILS-22. So we'll plug that in. There is no star. There is no approach via. There's nothing here. So none. So you just execute that. It's basically straight in. So from Maggie, we're going to jump on directly into the arrival. So we can remove that discontinuity when we execute that. So that looks good. So I'm happy with that. Wonderful. They are almost done deboarding the airplane. They're working on the baggage out there. Have you tried putting TRA waypoint next to waypoint field instead of directly after the last waypoint? No, I haven't, but it's okay. Don't worry, man. On flightsim.to, search Asobo ATR, and it brings up a lot more results. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, brings up cameras, brings up all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's all done. That's all set. I'm happy with that. We've got that done. We've got our performance data set as well. Transition altitude was 6,000 feet, so we can set that on departure. Okay, doesn't like that. No problem. 6,000. We'll try once more. Okay, no problem. We'll just put in 299 or 2 anyways. That's fine. Do you see Hawaiian Airlines are grounding some A321neos? Why is that? Why is that? That can come off for now as well. Prop brake is on. That's good. We want that. 36 degrees in the airplane? Seems a little bit weird. Shouldn't be that hot. I thought if I did GSX and I restart Kutal. Okay, maybe I didn't do that last time. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go to GSX, and now we're going to go sim brief. Okay, good. And we're going to go to GSX, and we're going to request boarding. Beautiful. We'll go with Worldwide Flight Services. There are engine shortages, and they require new engine and parts for maintenance of them. Interesting. Huh, I had no clue. Very cool. Okay. I think we're pretty much set here, guys. I mean, everything I think that we need to do needs to be done. We've got that set. The aircraft is good. We're in a turnaround state. Yeah, we'll board everybody now again. We'll pretend that the pilots got off, even though they didn't. Okay, cool. So we can come down here. Parking brake is set. Altimeters are set. Landing elevation is checked. FMS, comm, and nav. I mean, we've pretty much got that all set as much as we can. Again, we can be good pilots, and we can just make sure that we have Unicom set as our 122.8. We'll plug that in. Good. Back here, that's set. Fuel quantity and FOB. So we've got fuel quantity right there. Good. Engine fuel used. We need to reset that. So we can come over here. We can go to perf, and we can go ahead and reset. So if you look right now, it's showing that we've got 340 in each that was used. So if we press fuel reset. It resets that. Good. Memo panels checked. Power management to take off. Yes. Final cockpit preparations are set. I'm just going to do this one again just so it leaves me alone. Good. Cool. Those are good. We've done both of those. Yes, we just did that one as well. Good. And then we're before propeller rotation, so we'll leave that there for now. Beautiful. Cool. That's pretty much it, chat. I mean, we're essentially good. There's a couple things that we can do while we're still sitting here. I mean, we're cruising. What does it want us here? It wants us at 18,000 feet for our cruise. So we'll plug in 18,000. We'll also flip this back to FMS 1. 18,000. Good. And we'll plug in runway heading, which is 060, which we will departing 060. Good. We'll then go to heading mode and then nav mode, and we'll go back to IAS mode as well. We can just leave that like that for now. That is all set. That is all good. I think we are boarding the crew and passengers. Sorry, the crew is now boarding. So the flight attendants and captains are now boarding. Guys, I'm going to go have my lunch quickly. Bear with me here for a few minutes. Enjoy the tunes. I will be back momentarily. Enjoy the boarding process. These tunes are fire. Fire, chat. Welcome back. Hopefully that break didn't take too long. I've had my lunch. I think we're all ready to go now. We're basically just waiting for the baggage to board up. So let's jump back inside the aircraft. Let's finish off the rest of our flows and checks and, pardon me, get everything back and ready to rock. Our final checklist. We gotta wait for CDLs. So we don't have that. We can remove the... Sorry, main door can go closed. They're loading up the cargo right now, so we'll just have to wait on them for that. But other than that, we're essentially ready to rock and roll. I missed a couple people. Aviator, what's up, man? Good to have you back, dude. Hope school's going well, man. Good to see you. Imagine the passengers hearing the tunes while entering the plane. I mean, I'd be down for it. Better than a lot of the boarding music you hear, right? How to start an ATR. Hit it with a hammer. No. It's actually quite a very unique plane. I'm, like, what's crazy is how much, like, I don't have all kinds of knowledge into, like, all the airplanes that fly around, but for me, like, having to learn about, like, a prop brake and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. Bought the split as per your suggestion, now on an RNAV visual for runway 23. Enjoy, dude. Beautiful scenery, man. Enjoy. Yeah. Get out and start spinning. What was for lunch? I had a chicken cutlet in gazpacho sauce with brown rice and corn, peas, and green beans. It's my diet meal. It was quite good, actually. It was very good. Captain Ray, like, well, for my sensitivities, yes. So for my yoke sensitivities, I'm using the exact same as my, exact same that I have as my, my 737 profile. Yeah. Guys, bear with me for a second. I'm just going to make an athletic greens quickly. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, cool. Sorry about that, chat. We're back. I'll pause the music here. All right, cool. Welcome back. Let's go. Let's get out of here, shall we? No more wasting time. Let's go upstairs. Let's go ahead and close this guy first. Actually, we'll remove the tail prop as well. That's good. We'll come upstairs. Our prop brake is on. We'll get our right fuel pump on. I'll turn the sounds back up here for us. And let's go ahead and spool up engine number 2, shall we? Starter switch. Go to A and B. And we'll go to on. Come down here. We'll look for 10% on our NH. There we go. We'll introduce fuel. Again, you'll hear the airplane spooling. You hear the engine, the turbine starting. Athletic Green should sponsor you at this point. I agree with you. I agree. Johan, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude, again. Coming with the 70s huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for your support. Truly do appreciate you, dude. That's extremely kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How to get the livery? Finn, Flyboy has been kind enough to tell you, I think, a couple times now. Flightsim.to. Flightsim.to, or just go to Google, search Asobo, ATR, liveries. It'll take you to Flightsim.to. Got to pay attention, man. People have been helping you out in chat a bunch. I saw people were helping you out while I was eating. All right, cool. Overhead. Let's get the external power off. Gen comes on. External power off. Good. Let's come over here. Let's remove the ground power. Let's remove the wheel chocks. I fucked up, chat, once again because I didn't do the thing. So hold on. I got to remember to do this every single time. Ground power is back in. Ground power is back on. I'm going to spool you back down. I'm going to go to GSX. I'm going to prepare for pushback and departure. Yeah. Good. And as soon as we see her start moving up, good. Now we can go back upstairs, start number 2, and we can just introduce fuel once again, and it should be automatically good.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I like the white tipped props, makes them look quite saber-like. They're beautiful. Yeah. The prop on this is actually pretty cool. It's actually a really nice prop. Okay, cool. Now we can go ahead and remove the ground power. Good. Ground power is removed. Good. All the doors are closed. Wonderful. Let's come down here. We've got our CDLs, FMS, and takeoff data has been set. We'll confirm the takeoff data. Good. Bleed air on. Doesn't matter. That's fine. Trim is set in all 3 places. Yes. Tail prop is on board. Doors have been closed. Seatbelt signs are on. And beacon light is on. Good. Before propeller rotation checklist complete. And we'll come all the way down here. We're going to go to our... Nope, didn't mean to do that. I hate how it does this. No. We're going to go face east. Why is it... Normal procedures. Thank you. We want before taxi. Good. Okay. Wonderful. All right, let's release the park brake.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Beautiful. I don't know why this is flashing at me either. Probably actually if I come down here and I remove the... Okay. Overhead. Left pump on. And we'll spool up engine number 2. Or sorry, number 1. Technically. Looking for 10%. Introduce fuel. When is the 737 gonna release in the marketplace? I have no clue, man. You'll have to go to the PMGG forums. I'm honestly not sure. Not sure. Beautiful. Back up top. Go ahead and set the park brake.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine strut.
Good.
You can disconnect.
All right. FWS recycled. Good. Cockpit comm hatch closed. CL1 and 2 to auto. So we'll just wait for them to disconnect. Actually, you know what we can do? We can remove the brake on this one. Remove the brake. You go off. And then we'll wait for them to leave before we put them in auto position.
Unlocking the nose gear.
We ride tag on the left end. Yeah, it's a bug. It's a bug with the liveries right now. It goes away as soon as you start moving. Yeah, it's an unfortunate bug. You probably would not want to see that. Remove before flight. Just dangling there. Wouldn't be good. What's that even on, Igor? Is that on the prop? Oh.
Bypass pin removed.
Apparently that's where the bypass pin is going.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
That's a little bit of a bug. That's probably just a bug through GSX then. That's the bypass pin is being inserted there. Not over, yeah, like where are you going? And then she's walking through the airplane. That's a little bit of a bug. I'm sure the profile, I'll make sure that I've updated the profile for that. It's probably something to do with the profile. Okay, upstairs. We are looking good, chat. Let's continue our checklists. CL1 and 2 to auto. I'm going to turn the sounds up. We can listen to this happen. This is my favorite part. Auto. Listen to those engines. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Anti-icing checked. True. On and checked. Anti-skid test, flaps, and nose wheel steering. Good. Complete. Before taxi checklist, we just did that. Good. And then it would be our... wait, no, then it's got to be our taxi checklist. Nope. Taxi checklist. Pido's on. Taxi and takeoff light. On. Brakes checked. Do that now. We'll remove the park brakes. Start moving. Yep, push the brakes. Brakes are working. Good. FCP and FMA is set. We already set that, so 18,000 feet. LNAV, heading select, IHS, alt cell. Good. That is all set and checked. We're going to do we did our takeoff, okay, good, and then we can do our takeoff config test. Takeoff config test is checked with the green inhibit. Wonderful. Taxi checklist is complete, and we can go ahead and taxi ourselves over to runway 6. Cocktail consumed complete. Is this real time? It is real time, yes. I've kept it on real time. We should get a nice sunset once we get up above these clouds. These clouds and this weather. All right, we need to go to flights. We need to unload. We need to import from SimBrief. Yes. Good. Good. And we see we're coming out here. We're going to go Echo and then left onto Alpha. Do you have to use the checklist for the plane to operate? No, you don't have to. I would suggest doing it though, so that you kind of get the motions of the airplane. Once you get the motions of the airplane, I think it's really good. Bahamian pilot, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Do the wipers work? Hey. They don't have a crazy annoying noise. They don't actually move the water. You would think this being an Asobo product, they would actually try and make it so the wipers actually remove the water. But I am happy to see that the wiper actually looks like it's to scale. Most of the jets that you fly, the wiper is not to scale. The wiper is so much smaller than the actual window. That looks good though. Zach, what's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great Thursday, my man. Is this going to be using an ILS approach? Can never get the ILS to work, and I want to see what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, it's an ILS approach. Just make sure that you switch. You have to flip the switch, right? Currently, it's on flight management, which means the computer. You need to flip this to ILS 1 for it to work. So keep that in mind. And don't forget that you need to come down here. You need to go to your RMS tab, your nav tab, and make sure that your ILS frequency is set there, and also make sure that your course is set. So it's one of those old school airplanes, man. You have to put it basically onto a vector before you can intercept ILS. So you need to go on like a intercept heading, then the airplane needs to be on heading mode, then you flip it to FMS 1, then you hit the approach mode. Kind of like the 310. Kind of, yeah. Hey Cap, with FSLTL, do you only use base models or the injector? Yes, only the base models. You have a good flight and a good day, all the people in live. Yes, Sólríkt, thank you. This ATR is which version? The ATR, we're in the 72 right now, 72-600. Any reason why my top of descent marker won't show up on the PFD or the FMC? I'm not sure. Did you have your cruise altitude selected? So if you come down here and you go to performance and you go to perf and it, you should have your cruise altitude. Same as if you go to VNAV, you should have your cruise altitude, your target altitude. Should be there. All right, chat. Takeoff briefing set. You guys know what we're doing. Gust lock is off. Let's do full control left, right, up, down. Good. All right. XPDR good. Airflow normal. Cabin crew, engine, external lights. We'll do that here in a sec. So we're pulling up to the runway. We'll get our landing lights, our strobe lights. Everything else is set and good. Checked, and takeoff checklist complete before takeoff. Next will be our after takeoff checklist. Fun fact, there's no big difference in takeoff performance between the 42 and 72. Interesting. Hey Cap, can you share your yoke sensitivities? I've been trying for a decade, I can't get it right. So Sod, right now I'm running it 1% dead zone in the front, 1% dead zone, and 65% reactivity. Everything else is default. So 1% dead zone and 65% reactivity. I think it's the reactivity that really makes it a lot easier, you know. Is the aircraft integrated with SimBrief? Kind of, Daniel, but not really. You can import flight plans, but there is no like basic integration. You don't really need it as well. Keep that in mind. All right, joystick cam's on. Sounds are up. Enjoy the departures, my amigos. Get my track IR set here. Good. Let's go engines to takeoff thrust. There it goes. There it goes. Beautiful. Takeoff power set. A little bit of nose down. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. Knots. Oh, sorry, not 80 knots. Here comes the 80 knots. Why does the takeoff roll seem really slow? Like really slow. V1. Rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Flight directors. Seems fine now. It seemed like it was struggling to get power at the beginning. Something weird's going on there. Should have been the opposite effect. Controls in auto, man. Everything's been in auto. Flaps clean. Sounds down. I don't know, it's some weird thing. It did that to me the other day too when I was flying. I don't know why. Landing gear up, flaps are clean, power management to climb, engine bleeds on, taxi and takeoff lights are off, altimeters are set and checked. Good. Yeah, I'm not sure why. It definitely did sound like the props were like back or something, but the props were definitely in auto. I don't know. I do not know. Not sure if anyone else is getting this, but your stream for me is flickering black. I don't think so. Happened to a few streamers yesterday on turnaround with prop power. Interesting. Okay. So maybe right now it's better to just go to the main menu and go back. Because, yeah, and then like restart a new flight. Alright, that's good. Normal procedures will be descent. That's it. The MP should be around 82%. The NP is currently at 99.9. So something going on. Set cruise power instead and use low IHS for climb before your engines burn out. I don't know how to do that. I don't know why the engines are running like that either. And I'm not going to try and figure out why right now. Try to reset power management and check if the PL or a notch in position. Everything's in notches. Everything's where it should be. But how do you reset power? It's definitely a turnaround bug. Somebody was mentioning that you're going to run into some bugs. NP climb is 81 to 82. Yeah, we're 99.9, and I don't know how to set that. Like, are you saying from here? No, because that's going to be my... Saying set cruise power. No, it's not doing anything. Between takeoff, climb, and cruise, it's not really doing anything. Something about deactivating approach mode. One maybe. Yeah, it's definitely a bug, chat. Let's not worry about it. It's a simulator. We're not gonna fall out of the sky. At least we know now if we're gonna be doing 2 sector days, we're gonna restart in between flights for it to work properly. Obviously, there's some bugs going on. You can see here, like, the VNav is... The nav is trying to descend us. It still thinks, I think, we're going to here, and... Yeah. Put the CL to 100. Condition levers to 100. And then back to auto. Ah. Yes, sir. That was it. That was it. Thank you, Igor. Man, Igor, dude. Igor's getting the first star of the week here, man. There we go. Now they're climbing and they sound normal. It's okay, you can report it to maintenance later. Exactly. But we got it. Sounds much better now. Sounds like we're not going to absolutely destroy that prop on our airplanes. Just fill the logbook. Awesome, Igor. Good suggestion. I think Mohammed also mentioned that, and I wasn't sure. Regardless, thanks to both of you. You guys have done an incredible job making sure I understand the airplane and how she flies. Look at that sun, though, chat. We're going to be landing right at a sunset. It's going to be beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Always something new to learn, so I love this community. I would agree with you, man. That's why learning new airplanes is so much fun, you know, for me at least. You remember when Ryanair just had a bunch of ATRs? That's crazy. Ryanair with a bunch of ATRs. There are times Microsoft just takes your breath away with the visuals. Ah, it's insane, man. Insane. Fun to fly? Unbelievably fun to fly. Yes. It is literally a blast. It's incredible. Yeah. Is the ATR worth it? I think so. In my opinion, yes. I think it's worth it. We need to get some landing lights off. And we just have our descent list next. That's it. You should see here we are going to get a top of descent, but I just don't know. Oops, didn't mean to do that. How do I get out of here again? There we go. We are going to get a top of descent. We'll see how it works, though, because it's been a little bit weird. We'll see how it works. With our cruise of 18,000, we're already at 14,000, coming up to 14. Looking good. Mood lighting in the cabin? I'm not sure, Thomas. I don't think so. Are you flying the VATSIM event, Amsterdam, Istanbul next Sunday? Like Sunday coming up? Probably not, Max. No. I think we're going to be in the ATR for the next little bit, man. Thoroughly enjoying myself flying this airplane. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. It's really very rewarding. Very rewarding aircraft. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down the thumbs up. We're looking for 350 likes today. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit it, but 350 likes would make me one happy camper. Thank you to everybody who already has smashed down the thumbs up. How's it flying today? Honestly, I think we had one of our best approaches, Santiago, into Edinburgh earlier. I took over just under 2,000 feet and we hand flew it in. 2 white, 2 red the whole way. An absolute greaser of a landing. It was beautiful. What's the next airplane I'm most excited for? Well, the next releasing is probably going to be the 330. The Aerosoft 330, I would assume, is probably the next releasing airplane, so I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to getting the A220. Really forward to the Q400. Looking forward to the PMDG 777. Looking forward to TFDI's MD-11. Looking forward to... There's a lot, man. There's a lot. Yeah. 8 weeks away, yeah. 8 weeks away from Flight Sim Expo, chat. Pretty crazy. Yeah. 50-something days. 58 days? 59 days? Fly Tampa is close to releasing EHAM. Yep, that's going to be badass. Doesn't KLM fly the 330s? Well, you know we'll have to do a long haul. We'll have to do Toronto to Amsterdam or something like that. Oh, baby. The 330, Air Canada maybe. Maybe get some, who knows, man. 8 weeks from the Expo in Fogo. Exciting times, man. Exciting times. Yeah, finally. We hadn't heard anything from Fly Tampa in months, man. Do you think that rotate will ever move over to Microsoft? Not sure, man. I'm not sure, man. Like, honestly, I don't think there's a lot of companies that have the manpower, and I don't think there's a lot of companies that have the knowledge between two simulators. I think what you saw with any builds moving over from X-Plane to Microsoft is just, that's a very, like, almost like a corporate move, right? Like, any builds has become a major company. They're not, you know, and I don't, a lot of the developers that develop for X-Plane are very, like, mom and pop, so to speak, shops, right? It's a couple guys who do it after work, who do it on weekends together. Like, that's like the Rotate team, that's the Tollus team, that's the Flight Factor team, Fly J Sim. It's basically people that do it in their spare time, right? I think what you've seen with Microsoft Flight Simulators is allowing companies and development groups to actually make reliable companies and, like, you know, companies that can make money and stuff. So yeah, I think it's a really good thing. I think that this was like the next step for Flight Sim, in my opinion, as far as like development groups and developers and kind of where the simulation world is going. Like, we've never really known, like, now we have so much to look forward to, I guess is what I'm saying. With Microsoft Flight Simulator, there's so much that is in the works, there's so much that's planned, there's so many positive things. I don't think it's ever really been like that in the Flight Sim community. We've always kind of just been waiting for, you know, what's X-Plane's next move, what's Laminar going to do, you know, at least for me. Maybe because I don't come from the P3D FSX world, but yeah. Montreal to Milan, sat next to a 330 pilot in his ferry flight and was playing in Montreal. Very cool. Yeah. Innsbruck to the 330, back to the X-Plane 11 days. Do you think X-Plane 11 will get better in the future? X-Plane 11? Well, X-Plane 11 is done being developed. So whatever you have for X-Plane 11 right now is probably all you're going to get for X-Plane. If you're referring to X-Plane 12, is it going to get better? I would assume so. I think it has to, right? I kind of think it started pretty low anyways, so yeah, it's got to, right? All right, let's try this again. 1013, we'll go 299 or 2. Good, we'll see what she does. We'll set 1013 here as well. This one you can't set. Oh. Alright, there's Alt Star. We'll see if it captures it at 18,000, which it should. We can then flip ourselves over to cruise. PMDG just confirmed 737 coming to Xbox tonight. Well, there you go. For all of you on Xbox. Something very much to look forward to. Very cool, Joel. How was your landing, man? Still remember your X-111 Kaitac 330 approach? Yep. How's the E220 looking? Good, Faded Red. Go over to their Discord or their YouTube channel, Synaptic Simulation. It's looking really good, man. Gringo, what's up? Welcome back. You don't need to chew in chat just because you sneezed. When the 30 comes out, are we going back to Innsbruck? I have no clue, man. Probably not, but maybe we'll see. Excuse me. All right. We are not cruising for very long. What does it give us here? If we go to our performance, sorry, progress shows 21 minutes, 44 miles. We've got a nice little headwind going right now. Yeah, 15 knots. Not too bad. You can see our ground speed, 240 knots. Man, I bet you some of the cars on the Autobahn go faster than this jet flies. Right, chat? Holy. Cap about Eham to Saint Martin. Yep, that's a good one as well. What's that, like 9 hours? 9.5 hours? We're going to do some Air Greenland? Maybe. We'll see, man. Yeah. I thought they fly the Dash. Do they not fly the Dash? Can't remember. Maverick dropping another $10 donation. Huge enough floaties to you, my man. Yes, it is. It is, though. That's kind of the turboprop world, though, man. Remember that the Q400's the same thing. Although the Q400, you could probably reach 230, 240, no problem. Usually probably 230 knots, I remember, in the Q400, I think is pretty common. This seems to really like 210, 215 knots. It is, it's low and slow. I mean, although, I don't know, we can ask Igor or Muhammad in here, like, what is your usual cruise speed? Do you guys usually get it up to 245 knots? Is this a bug with the flight model that it's just not, you know, there's too much friction maybe or something like that they need to change? Maverick, thank you,
Just
my man.
wish this thing had an afterburner. She is so slow. Oh.
So slow. Oh. She is, yeah. Thanks for support, Mav. I hope you're having a good day, man. I know Iceland Air flies the ATR. We should do some Air Nepal operations. Yeah, we can do that as well. Crazy to think we got aircraft like this for 20 to 30 bucks and some people 80 bucks for the Peter Hager. Yep. In cruise, wait for the speed to reach out magenta, and then we pull power management to cruise. Ah. Okay, so you keep it in climb. See, this thing really won't ever go above, like, it takes, I don't know how long for it to get above, like, to like 220, 230. Do I miss X-Plane 12? No. Which aircraft are you looking to the most of the upcoming aircraft? Somebody literally just asked that, Gringo, and I know you were here, man. we were just speaking about it, man. Any Air Guernsey plans? No. I'll have to take a look. There are cars that go faster than the ATR, but they don't cost 16 pounds. True. True. It's far from the magenta IRL. It matches more precisely. Okay, good. Good. Gringo, I said that the A330 was my next. A330 probably, the 777, the A220, the MD-11, the Q400 from Majestic. There's a lot. There's a lot of airplanes that I'm looking forward to. The fly-by-wire 380, sure, yeah. Which stretch are you most looking forward to? The one after stream. The after stream stretch is the best. Always. Look at that, man. Sheesh. Chat, so sexy. Have you tried RFS? What's that? What's that one? I'm not sure. Hiccup, where do you buy the ATR? Was looking, but I can't find it anywhere. It's on the marketplace. The marketplace. Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. What about Aer Lingus, Manchester to Bridgetown, Barbados? Those are great island airports. You want to fly from Manchester to the Barbados in an ATR? I don't think that's possible. Do you always fly real-time and live weather? Most of the time, Jaden. We always use real weather. Whether we fly real-time, that depends. That changes. Is an online plane similar with good planes in order, good planes and all airliners? Yeah, no thank you. I'm going to stick with Microsoft Flight Simulator. When will you switch to Xbox? When will I switch to Xbox? Never. Never. Oh, and the Airsoft 330. Yes, okay. Not the Microsoft Org Store, the Microsoft Marketplace, I said, didn't I? Not the Org Store, Marketplace. Okay, let's start working on some numbers here, chat, just so we can kind of get ahead of the airplane. We are planning for the ILS airports, Belfast City, charts, approach. We're going to plan for the ILS runway 22, I believe. Longest ETR route, Volgograd to Tumen, 3 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. You imagine that on this airplane? Slow. Holy. All right, 108.1. 108.1. Good. Minimums, I believe, will be 200 once again. Minimums, decision height 200. Yes, correct. Good. And that's pretty much it. We are still, how far? About 15 minutes. Sorry, 15 miles, 7 minutes from our descent. So, looking at the charts, we know that we need to intercept at 2,000 feet. So initially I'm going to plug in 3,000 feet, just initial descent. I'm going to plug in 3,000. Got my long haul planned with the big guns arrive. London Heathrow to SFO, NTAA, and do the ETR to Bora Bora. Very cool. All right, 3,000 is set. Yeah, it's all bugged up again. It's showing my top of descent all the way down there now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, see, now it's moved my top of descent 13 minutes, 60 miles. So just up here, we'll go ahead and switch that over. Title says Emerald Airlines. Yep. Throw that into Google for just one quick second, Gringo. It'll all make sense, my friend, I promise. Once did a trip around DFW to Greensboro, North Carolina. A turboprop. Pretty sure it wasn't an ATR since I don't know what they loaded in the back. Long flight. Might have been a Dash. Might have been a Dornier. They operate Dorniers over there, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Flyboy. Oh, shit. All right. FWS. Recycled. Good. Landing elevation set and checked. FMS and nav perf data has been set. We just set it. Decision height has been checked as well. Arrival briefing. We're planning ILS runway 22 into Belfast City this evening. We'll be vacating the runway to the right. And we are looking for stand Alpha 6. That is the plan, chat. Good. Done. Normal procedures. And next one is going to be our approach checklist. Good. Cool. I'm going to start descending us now. We're going to go vertical speed because the VNAV is kind of broken. Let's go about 1,200 feet per minute. We should be good. Keep an eye on that, but we should be good. And there we go. We've started our descent into Belfast City. That sun is setting quickly, chat. Look at that under the wing. Man, that is beautiful. Holy. Nice clouds they are, yeah. Did Miami to South Africa last night. 12-hour flight, thank God for 2 times speed. Ooh, no, no, no. Don't say that. Don't say that. We don't take kindly to simulation speed ups here in the simulation world. No auto throttle? No, it's a turboprop. Most turboprops don't have auto throttle. You kind of just set it at a setting and... Like, look, I just set like a percentage and look, like it's not moving. The speed's not moving. It's very intuitive. You just kind of got to get used to it. It's not like a jet where you're constantly chasing a speed. It's very easy to manage the speed. Like, very easy. Very easy. Vacate to the left, not right, is it? Yes, sorry, you're correct. I was looking at we're coming in this way. Yes, correct. Thank you. I don't think we're going to hit Alpha 1, so we'll probably vacate Alpha 2, vacate to the left, another left, and then into the stand, and our stand somewhere over here, Alpha 6. Thank you for that. Good eye. Good eye. I forget that we're coming in this way. Erin, good to see you, man. Day's going well. Having a lot of fun flying this airplane right now, man. That's the main thing. Having a lot of fun flying it. Speed's good. We're descending nicely. Transition altitude here into Belfast City is 6,000 feet. Do we have that down here? Do we put that in here? Perf. Cruise. Out. No. 6,000 feet, and the QNH down in, what was it? We just grabbed the weather. What do you think PMDG 777 will release? I have no clue, man. I have no clue. I hate speculating on the channel as well, because there's been so many times where, like, I'll say something like, hey, I think something is releasing now. And then I have, like, people message me like, hey, man, some guy's, like, over here saying that you told everybody that this airplane or the scenery was going to be releasing here, and it's like, oh, man. So I don't even speculate when things are coming out. I have no clue, dude. I wish I had more contact with, you know, teams like PMDG and Aerosoft and stuff like that, but the truth of the matter is I don't, you know. September 20th at 2 p.m. Man, I'm telling you, dude. You say that and everybody thinks it's happening. That's it. It's happening. Gonna descend a little bit quicker here. We're gonna go with 1,400 feet per minute now. Need to keep up rolling cap without reverse to hit Alpha 2. Need to keep rolling without reverse. Probably. We'll just do brakes. Yeah. Never been in the Aer Lingus ATR ones from Donegal to Dublin and back IRL last year in the summer. Very cool. How was the flight? Loud? Was it smooth? Cap, thinking about buying this airplane. Any thoughts? How's it compare to something like the PMDG? So it's not quite there, Pierce, with something like the PMDG. I would say it's probably on par with like the fly-by-wire, the Aerosoft CRJ, you know, those types of airplanes. I would say it's probably a lot more on par with that. I don't think it's as good as the AnyBuilds A310 or the PMDG 737 or the Phoenix A320. I just don't think it's quite there yet. Does it have potential to be there? Yes, absolutely. There's some weird bugs that need to be ironed out. VNAV is weird. It does some weird stuff on turnaround, like prop gets all mixed up and all out of whack. And but yeah, I think it's a good airplane. For the price that you pay for it, I don't have any complaints. There's a couple things that I would change that I wish were changed, but other than that, really don't have any complaints at all. At all. All right, we're going to keep on descending. Coming up on 11,500 now. You smell a Q400 from Captain Sim? No. We've got Majestic. Majestic has already confirmed that they will be releasing their Q400. They've already started the process of porting it over, so yeah. It's very good. All right, sounds are coming back up. Watch my speed here a little bit. Just to help with the descent, I'm going to bring the speed around 210 knots. Are we flying back to Dublin in this live stream? No, this is going to be it for the live stream today. We are live again Saturday, Sunday, Monday, back in the ATR. I think we're going to be doing some Loganair on Saturday into London City. So I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that. It's been a very long time since we've flown into London City. So London City will be fun. Yeah. And then on Sunday, I want to go into the Greek islands. And then I'm not quite sure what the plan is for Monday. But Sunday, I know we're going to be in the Greek Isles. Hit up the Caribbean next week. Yes, next week we'll do the Caribbean. We'll do more Silver Airways next week. We'll probably do some, hopefully get some, we're just through 10,000 feet. Sorry, let me get landing lights and wing lights. We'll do some Silver Airways. We'll hopefully do some Caribbean Airlines. Yeah. We'll do some fun stuff next week. Do not you worry, chat. And then I also want to take this into New Zealand. I want to do some Air New Zealand ops with it as well. So maybe Monday this week we can do it. Yeah. So we'll see. I need some routes. Guys, if you know any routes for any Greek flights that you guys want me to do, can you please throw them in the Discord, into the flight suggestion channel, and just let me know like what airline is flying it and what the routing is, and I'll do my best to get airports and, you know, get scenery for it and kind of get prepped for this weekend. 707 NG driver said that this ATR is above CRJ but below PMG on simulation fidelity. I would believe that as somebody that doesn't really fly in the real world, Harold, and doesn't really, I'm not necessarily flying it for simulation fidelity, right? Like I'm more so, like I've said, man, in my opinion, this is one of the best hand flying airplanes I've ever flown. Not only in this simulator, but I'm talking about in X-Plane, in almost all the simulators. Hand flying this airplane is pure joy. That's really the only way I can describe it, man. I have an immense amount of fun hand flying this airplane. Yeah, so if we're talking about like that aspect of it or something like that, then yeah, I would agree that it probably flies better than the CRJ. At least it handles better. It's more fun in a sense. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it, man. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm actually going to send us over on heading mode now. And we're just going to track this on heading mode, and then we can flip this over to our ILS. And then I can kind of get some things bugged up now. We're about 10 miles from intercept. We're at 5,500 feet, so that's good. Binter Canarias, yeah. Listen, that's what I mean. I really think we need to spend like 3 weeks flying this airplane so we can get in like all the operations that we want to get in. You know what I mean? All right, let's chill out there about 1,000 feet per minute. Get my charts open here. Front course 218. 218. We'll plug that in here. Shallow out our descent rate to about 600 feet per minute for now. 218 on the front course is set. Beautiful. Cool. Donegal, yeah, Donegal would be a fun one to fly into as well. Yeah, Donegal, or whatever it's called. What was our Q&H? Chat, what is... Hold on, I'm just going to set it here. What was it again? 1007. 2976. 2976. 6,000 feet transition. We're almost. Actually, no, we're through that now. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's go ahead and got that done. Okay, seatbelt signs are on, landing lights are on, altimeters are set, cabin altitude checked. Good. Then we've got our before landing checklist. Nope. Before landing checklist. Good. Cabin crews advised, and then we'll leave that like that. We'll ding the cabin. Cabin crew has been advised. They know we're about to land. Wonderful. I'm going to arm our approach switch now. Localizer and glide slope has been captured, or has been armed, sorry. Good, and we can actually take this down to 2,000 feet, as that is our intercept heading, or sorry, intercept altitude, if you look at our charts. 2,000 to intercept. Good. Vietnam's flying ATRs, very cool. Man, we couldn't have planned this any better, chat. That sun is about to set. The weather is iffy. Just on a flight from Dublin to Donegal in the ATR72 flight sim. Awesome aircraft. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Glad you are enjoying it. It is very fun to fly, I do agree. No, Visheth, you cut the power on 20 feet. Yep, you can cut the power. It does not fall out of the sky like a rock. You can. Alright, and we should be intercepting localizer here any second. Are these just default clouds? They are, yeah, default clouds, man. Default clouds, default weather, nothing crazy. There's our localizer. Beautiful. Speed looks great. It's already down to 170. So we can actually bring that back a little bit more now. We'll actually aim for about 180, 170. Because we are going to intercept glide slope here momentarily. And I can shallow this out here. We'll go 500 feet per minute. And we'll keep our speed right about there. About 180 knots. Is there an auto throttle? No, there is no auto throttle. 7800 X30 and 4090 coming in 3 days, so can't wait to fly. Damn. Yeah, that's an absolute beast. You're going to enjoy that, sir. You're going to enjoy that. All right, let's bring our speed back. About 170 now, and we'll go ahead and get flaps 1 out. Good. Start bringing the speed out. We'll look for about 165 to keep it at about 165. We're going to intercept glide slope here. Any second. There's glide slope captured with a star. Good. Glide slope captured. You can see here it illuminates. Speeds at 160. We're looking great. Keep my speed right about 160 for now. Beautiful. Again, as soon as we get visual of the runway, I'll probably just hand fly it in, so What's up, Cap? How you liking the ATR? I'm enjoying it a lot, man. Yeah, enjoying it a lot. All right, cool. And we are just coming up on 2,000 feet. We can go ahead and go gear down. And we'll continue our checklists. Flaps, we'll set those in a second. Skip over that for now. Power management to takeoff. TLU good. Icing on as required, and external lights are on as well. We'll go ahead and get our final approach speed today. Final approach speed is going to be 104 knots. Damn, that seems low. I guess we'll go with it. See what she does. Yeah, we're just waiting for flaps. And we can go flaps full now. 1,600 feet. Flaps are full. Speed will come all the way back. And we'll go ahead and finish off our checklist. Everything has been done. Landing checklist is complete. Next will be our after landing checklist. Speeds are back. I do see lights. Very hazy here. My goodness. Very hazy. Turn those off for you. Look at that. Dark. Are there no like panel floodlights or anything like that, chat? I haven't seen any like panel or floods. Oh wait, there might be some down here. Okay, that's for you. That's for you. Okay. Maybe those are the only floodlights. Oh, okay. My airplane apparently. Oh, I see, because my speed. No problem. Alright, cool. Joystick cam's going on. Enjoy the arrival, guys. I'll turn up the sounds. Yes, no reverse thrust. We're just going to use manual braking. Correct. Something's not right, chat. Hold on. Okay, we're good. I had a runaway trim there for a second. We're okay. I think the speed is set too low at 104. I think we were right. We shouldn't be doing turnarounds, I think, in this airplane. I think that's what's causing the issues. Because we definitely just had, like, runaway trim.
Approaching decision height.
It's okay, we saved it. We're good. I'm going to keep the speed right here as well.
Decision height.
Continue. Aim for, like, 110 on the speed. 104 seems to be very
100.
low.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
No reverse, keep the nose down. We're not doing reverse, just braking manually. Oh my god, dude, I can't keep it centerline. It's full rudder over. That was messy. It was a messy landing, messy approach, Chad. I'm sorry about that one. There's definitely some weird things when you put it in turnaround. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with that approach. I think what was going on is it set the speed at 104, see now it's got 115. It had the speed at 104, and when I was trying to hit 104, it was putting so much back trim, that it was causing the airplane to do weird things right there. So literally almost stalled us out of the sky. Anyways, we made it down. Lessons learned, we're not going to do turnarounds. I think what we'll do now is every time we do a flight, we'll just load into the main menu and then we'll come back. I mean, the landing was smooth, but the approach was not smooth. It's not usually how you want to do things, right? That approach was extremely messy, kind of ugly in an aspect. Love how dome lights don't do anything but this main cabin light. Can you do, like, dim? It's only on or off. I guess it's only on or off. Okay, let's get our gust lock in. Do our checklists. Radar is off. Gust lock is good. Flaps are clean. Trims are set. Landing and strobe lights off. Upstairs. Landing. Strobe lights. Good. Anti-ice. Probe heats off. True is off as well. Probe heats off. True is off. Climb lever 1 to feather. Good. We'll go to GSX. We're looking for Alpha 6. 6. No. Good. Cool. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Belfast City for the first time. I think it's the first time we've ever been here. Alexander, thanks for support, man. Appreciate you, dude. First super chat on the channel. This is Heatcap. I know what you did. Be careful in the future. Know what I did. Be careful in the future. Always got to be careful in the future. Thank you, Alexander, for your first donation ever to the channel. Yeah, we won't be doing turnarounds anymore, man. We won't be doing turnarounds. Thanks, dude. Near your seat, there are 3 buttons for the light in the cockpit. Near your seat, there's 3 buttons. I know there's these guys down here. Saying over here somewhere. It's okay. It's not the 6 Alpha. Where do they have me going? To this one? No, wait, what? Are they there? Oh, yes, they are there. Okay. Yeah, we need to go in here, chat. Did you ever consider using Tobii Eye Tracker? I use Track IR, man. Is it stuck? Oh, it's stuck. I can't move, chat. Now I can move. Wait. Now I can move. After touchdown, make sure your PL goes to ground idle. Otherwise, it will not decelerate properly. From this position, you go to reverse. Check the dual green low pitch label in the EWD. Okay. I mean, I'm going to idle. I don't know why it wouldn't be doing that, Igor, other than there's a bug or something going on. Because it should do it automatically, right? I shouldn't have to do anything into it, you know? Jorge, thanks so much for £2 as well, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's extremely kind. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks so much for your support. Shit, we didn't record the landing either, chat. My bad. There's a lot going on with this airplane, especially on short final. Alright, cool. There we go. Park brake is on. Let's go upstairs. Actually, sorry, let's come down here. Engine number... Alright, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's good. That's done. Let's go upstairs. We'll get you open. You can go off. Good. And then we need to get... Come down here. That's good. We do our... parking checklist. Good. Parking brake on. Taxi and takeoff light off. Climb lever 2 to feather. Beacon lights go off. XPDR off. Tail prop in position. Seatbelt signs off. We'll do all that now. Tail prop is in. We'll go upstairs. Prop brake is ready with the green light. We can arm that. Good. That will go off. We can then go ahead and get our beacon light off. Our seatbelt signs off. We can come over here. We can go and get ground power on. Wheel chocks in. Go upstairs. We can get external power on and available. Good. We can then go ahead and shut down engine number 2. We don't need that any longer because we've got the ground power. And we can go ahead and go GSX and we can request deboarding. And there we go, chat. Actually done properly. Good. Sweet. Love it. Come down here. Make sure we've done this all properly again. Yes, procedures complete. Wonderful. And then we'll go to our leaving aircraft, which we'll wait and do that in a second, but that's all fine. And there we go. Cool. Sweet. Passengers deboarding starting. I think they walk out as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a walkout, but I'm not sure. But there we go. Look at that, chat. Just as the sun was coming down. Again, apologize about that being a little bit weird on approach there, giving us some weird numbers. The third light button near your seat on the right side is for the cockpit light. Third button on the right. Well, there's a lot of buttons down here. Which button are you talking about? That's the floodlight. Ah, let's see how this looks. Hold on. You come off this one here. I mean, yeah, that's a little bit better, but that's not, I'm looking for like floodlights for down here. Are there not floodlights for here? This is the cabin pressure, so it's not going to be there. Yeah, are there not like, there's no floodlights back behind here. That's what I'm asking. Not reading lamp, console. No, I'm asking for storm light? No, I don't think that would be a storm light. Stormlight's going to be up here. No, not on the ATR? Okay, got you. Yeah, that's it. I knew where the rest of the lights were, but that's cool. Well, they're walking right through, chat. They are walking right through. Well, everyone, that is going to go ahead and wrap up today's live stream, flying the ATR in Europe for the very first time. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please don't forget to smash down that thumb like. We're looking for 350 likes. I have no clue how many likes we're at, but hopefully we've reached 350 likes. That is going to be it for today. We are going to be back in the ATR on Saturday. We're going to be doing some Loganair, I believe. Loganair, isn't it Loganair? Into London City. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to look for some flights. I'm going to try and figure out exactly what airports we're going to be going to, where we're going to be going from. But it should be obviously an eventful day of flying. Anytime flying into London City, it's going to be an absolute blast. So I want to thank everybody for taking their time out of their busy schedules to come and hang out with me today. Fly this beautiful airplane, man. I'm having so much fun flying it. Obviously, we've found some bugs and we've found some weird quirks and stuff like that. So like I mentioned, what we're going to be doing is next flight, we'll just go to the main menu and then we'll reload in. And then that should be good. That should solve some of the issues that we had today, hopefully. But yeah, other than that, we made it down successfully. First flight was just incredible, man. That first landing into Edinburgh was just perfection. So I hope every flight can go like that. Mods, donators, sponsors, thank you all so much for the support. Truly do appreciate all of you and everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, none of this would be possible. So seriously, thank you all very, very much for your support. Truly do appreciate you. For everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value, I want to thank you guys just as much for being here, hanging out, keeping the stream busy, keeping chat busy, just learning, enjoying it just like I am, man. This is a new airplane to a lot of people, myself included. So I'm enjoying it, and I'm appreciating all the help that I'm getting in chat. So thank you all very much for the support. Appreciate y'all. I hope you enjoyed today. If you did, come back this weekend. We're going to have more ATR ops. We're going to kind of go, like I mentioned, almost all over the place this weekend. I think like we're doing London City on Saturday. I want to take it down to do some Greek island hops on Sunday, and then maybe if we don't do more Greek island hops on Monday, we'll take it down to New Zealand on Monday, and we'll do some Air New Zealand ops, obviously into Queenstown, in and around there. So should be awesome. Anyways, guys, enjoy your Thursday evenings. Have a great Friday. Have a great start to your weekend. I look forward to seeing you guys all on Saturday, usual time. Happy landings, friends.